We all sitting comfortably. We all got our drinks in hand and are ready to have a good time playing Dungeons and Dragons.
I'm so ready.
Okay.
Let's do it.
In that case, welcome to the world
D&D.
of
Sorry, go.
Kazkol. A dark world, a harsh world, a world in which many people struggle every day to survive. Here in the world, living under the forge of a dead god, Tarlo. His corpse slain across the sky, leaving an orange glow and a corrupting miasma above the world. Those who survive have done many a harsh means in order to work in this horrific world. But some get by. There are many kings and rulers that go by the most harsh ways. Brutal, savage warlords and mighty, powerful empires. But today's story is not about these empires, no. Today is about a small troop of mercenaries meeting for the first time in a strange land known as Tyr Stolheim, one of the smaller Jarldoms. We begin our story with an older man, the Hobgoblin, arriving on his wyvern. I'll place you on the map now.
There we go. Here I am.
Right. Arriving and landing on his wyvern. On his wyvern, landing in front of the fort. There is a giant wooden fort before you that has a huge domed wooden roof to stop the likes of wyverns flying in. Two guards sort of hand wave you as you start arriving down, and you step off of your wyvern. Would you like to describe your character for the other players and the audience, please?
Coming in here a little bit hot here, Balak. Let's get back into ship shape next time. Well, I'm Gale Scrivenheart, a doddering old albino hobgoblin who likes to mutter under his breath about various thoughts and ideas that leave his brain as quickly as they enter. He looks a bit frail, and he has a long cloak, and on his back is strapped a giant tome that's about half the size of his body. Severely weighs him down and gives him a bit of a hunchback appearance. Then he comes in riding his antlered wyvern, known as Balak, his best friend and confidant. And that's my boy.
Right. You approach and walk towards the guards. One of the guards sort of holds up his hand and goes, you one of the mercenaries, yeah?
Oh yes, Gale Scrivenheart is my name.
Right. Goblins here. A head sort of pokes out from the wall above. You what? Goblins here. All right. I'll open the gate. You hear footsteps. Hey, he'll be a minute. And he sort of leans up against the wall. So what do you, what do you do then for a living?
Oh, I'm a bit of a writer, documentarian you could call me. I like to keep archives of all my different adventures and, well, documents of everything I experience for the people to learn from.
Right. I didn't get a word of that.
Oh, well, I'll make sure to write it down. Maybe you can read it next time.
No, I can't read.
Oh, dear, my boy. Do they not teach you to read around here?
He shakes his head.
Oh, I'm sorry, my boy. It's a touchy subject, huh? Well, you're never too old to learn. I mean, look at me.
As you continue your conversation, the distant flapping of another set of wings is heard, and another wyvern lands. Meepa, would you like to describe your character?
My name is Ashaksa, and I came here to earn some money because I caused a little trouble in the Jarldom over, and I need to disappear.
Fantastic. John! What? I'm still doing another one just arrived! Which one? The purple one. What do you mean purple? She's purple.
Tiefling.
Tiefling. She's a toofling. What's a toofling?
Tiefling.
Tiefling.
Oh, don't worry about it. They called me a goblin just before.
Alright, I'll go back to opening the gate then. And you hear another set of footsteps walking off. Alright, we'll wait no more then. He sits back to where he is. leans up against the
Shaksa
wall
kind
again.
of just stands there. She doesn't seem very keen on talking with others. Her wyvern, though, kind of noses up next to the Hobgoblin and gives him a little nudge, looking for
Oh, what a
snacks.
sweet girl you have here. Haven't seen one quite like it before.
It's a boy, and
Oh,
Shadowbane, stop it!
Jeez. Oh,
The
he's so
wyvern
friendly.
kind of backs away.
So you must be our guide then, Strike me as someone who likes to run up front,
A guide? No.
Yeah, well, we
I'm
have
not
to have a guide. You're not the guide, then who's the guide?
I don't know. I came here because there was work. Didn't come
We
here
need a
to
guide
lead or
and we need
babysit.
muscle. That'll make us a proper group. And you're certainly not the
Mhm.
muscle.
Of wings
Unless I'm
is heard
mistaken.
again, except this time stronger. The wyvern that approaches is quite a bit larger than the two before. Not large enough to be classed as a bigger size, but large enough to be a little intimidating. And a large, strong figure takes 2 steps off. As Draco, would you like to describe your character?
Yes, I am a extremely tall dragonborn with red and black hints for coloring, wearing what seems to be some sort of battle gear armor, and he's with his trusty companion, Dog. Finally, get on my feet on the ground. Can somebody please feed Dog? He's hungry.
A snarl is heard from the large wyvern behind him. Another one just showed up. Oh, for... You hear more footsteps walking back. I'm still opening the gate. Who's here now? A lizard. Right. That's all of them then. You hear more footsteps walk away.
It's okay. I don't think these guys are the brightest bulbs of the bunch.
No, they don't even know how to read.
As long as they feed
Impressive.
the dragons, I don't care.
We've got some posts up for the dragons up the back end. You can walk them on over.
All right, come on now, Balak.
You hear a clunk and then a clank, 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 clank as the gates, the fort slowly opens, revealing the fort before you. The guards step out the way, giving you room to walk past. As a side note, you have control over both yours and the wyvern, so you can move the wyvern as you see fit as well.
Ah, quite the establishment. Very well, very well. Where do I park my dragon? I'm sorry, I'm very old and forgetful.
Right, yeah, there's posts up the top there.
Oh, yes. Well, that's why I have to write everything down, you see. Okay. Come on now, Balak.
It's
This.
very descriptive. I'm guessing down this path here.
Yes. Your vision should be taken now to 3... there's about a handful of large wooden towers that at first just look like watchtowers, but you see that on all but 3, there is a form of wyvern nesting on top, at the top of the road onto the left.
Ah.
There we go.
Well, looks
Also,
like you're in good
Sharks'
company,
eyes are more
Balak.
taken by the adult green dragon and silver
Yes,
dragon. They're a
looking
little
around
hard
on
to
the
miss.
way, you see 2 impressive dragon figures talking to a very old-looking man in an enormous, rather oversized white coat. On the right of you, there is a huge war table with all sorts of impressive battle-hardened figures discussing things. A lot of people take their eyes to you as you're an interesting group that's just arrived, but then they go back to their business.
As Gale walks forward, you guys can notice that he sort of loses... He gets very distracted and kind of like teeters off to the right, then the left of the path, but his dragon kind of nudges him forward in the right direction right behind you guys. Oh, thank you, Balak. What would I do without you?
Shadowbane just stays behind a shock, so kind of like a lost puppy.
I
Doesn't
imagine
seem
it
too
tilting its
interested
head.
in much else.
Going straight for the, where do I go, to the left here to?
Yeah, one of these 3 wooden towers, you park your wyvern essentially.
Oh,
Oh, right, Dog.
Balak kind of parks Gale.
Yeah.
It works the other way here.
The wyvern sort of like picks him up.
Oh, yes, here we are. Yes. Well, you stay over here. I'm sure I can find someone to talk to around here. Point
be
me
good,
in the right
Shadowbane, and maybe I'll bring you something good to eat. Alright, so...
Wyverns rest, put on their torches. Dog sort of snarls at the nearby guard who's fetching a bucket of water. Shadowbane sort of culls around in a ball like a dog, trying to find a nice nesting spot, and Valek just sort of peacefully sits down, perching, almost regally. The three of you gather towards the Jarl, who, as soon as Drakion makes his approach, he puts up his hand as if halting you for a moment. And does anyone speak Giant?
You're asking me that now?
Oh, I speak Giant, I do,
Uh-huh.
yes.
So, Gale, you understand that the Jarl speaks in Giant and says the phrase, "You are to be gone now, I do not need more business." The rest of you hear the term, "Dalenbund der Kaldastan." Upon this, you see the silvery, bizarre-looking metallic dragon take to its wings and start flying high up into the sky, and flies almost through the wooden barricade that your wyverns definitely couldn't do that, as it flies and is gone. The green one stays for a moment, takes 2 steps, narrowing its eyes, and in Draconic, does anyone speak Draconic?
Yes.
Yes, you hear the green dragon say, "I have kept up my end of the bargain, as has my brother. Make sure you do yours," and it flaps its wings aggressively and does the same. The rest of you hear, "Kaltateshk, dask, dandisk," and then it flies off.
That sounded like a lovely exchange.
What was that all about, Jarl?
Quite dramatic.
In a world with dragons, business like this is needed commonly. But you must be the mercenaries I summoned for, yes?
I believe so.
Follow me to the war table for a moment.
Oh, I love gathering around the war
Am I
tables.
the only
Reminds me
actual
of my
mercenary
youngest.
here? I guess I'll...
You're the only one of the actual description of a mercenary, yes. You others are more sellswords of sorts. Regardless, we need all the hands we can get, as our enemy knows of our forces.
Oh, do they?
So, come, what do you lot know of the southern kingdoms?
That
Oh,
they're
I've been around a
southern
while.
Kingdoms.
Yes, quite southern, I would say.
He takes you to the large war table. Around the war table sits 3 individuals. A large Goliath woman sort of leaning back on a chair, picking her teeth with an enormously overgrown nail. A gnarly-looking woman who you thought was a wolf at first, given her the wolf pelt that's over her head and rather shaggy demeanor, and a very prim and proper man with a lovely over-detailed beard and all sorts of beards around it.
Can I rifle through me old brain to see what I know of the southern kingdoms?
Absolutely. Give me a history check. I'm just going to fix your token real quick, because I think something's wrong with it.
History check. Interesting. Let's see how this works.
Yeah, it would be normal. Here we are. Oh, hell yeah. 23!
23. Yes, you know of the Southern Kingdoms. There are many Southern Kingdoms. In this harsh world of Kazkol, lots of people have resorted to many different things in order to survive. The Great Empire makes sure that its empire continues via the strength of dragons. The Jarldoms make sure strength is always respected. The Southern Kingdoms have had a thought, an interesting one. In history, there has been many great conquerors and rulers that have expanded their empires to vast degrees and then died to have those borders collapse and crumble over incompetent children. So these kingdoms had an idea. What if that great conquering ruler just never died? So they became undead. Some families became liches, some became vampires, one is even a Dracolich, another is a white. But regardless, the result is the same. The squabbling kingdoms of the south are undead.
Oh, yes, never been too fond of the necromantic types, but can you blame them? I don't really like children either.
I'm okay. I'm okay with the undead as long as they're not ghosts.
As long as they don't touch me, I don't care.
Well, there's been a rivalry between Tyr Stolheim and Vaelendor, the kingdom of vampires. There's a shipment of an item we need. Unfortunately, they know of our forces to the exact number because there is a spy in this fort. He sort of looks around at all the guards being slightly incompetent, and then looks back to the war table. I am sending my 3 greatest knights here as an assault force, and I want you 3 to be a scouting party to acquire an item.
What kind of item are we talking about?
I love a good MacGuffin.
The bearded man sits up. Oh, a mirror, my lad. We're looking for a mirror.
The mirror?
Don't you have plenty
Why
of
on earth
those?
would you... Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Took the words out of my mouth.
This is a particularly special mirror. See, this one houses something special. Something is trapped within inside the mirror, and, well, we want to take it out. He takes a big puff on his pipe.
Yes, all the best stories start out this way.
No,
First
are you
item
sure?
out in the middle of nowhere, and you guys, the first thing you want to do is, let's let the thing that's trapped in the mirror out.
Yeah, are we quite sure we want to let this thing free? Or is it, maybe trapped in there for a reason?
If we were
Our
to
plan is
drop
not
the mirror on the ground, would it let out the creature?
You cannot break this mirror. We are unawares of how to free it, but that is not our intention. The fear is that they are to free it, and we wish to stop this act.
I mean, as long as I'm getting paid, I suppose.
Yeah, you know what? This isn't my problem. You guys want to doom yourselves? Fine. Just make sure you pay me first.
Right, the issue of payment.
Yeah, gold up front.
He clicks his fingers, and the large Goliath woman stands up, moves to the side, and puts her hands under the table and pulls out a large silver chest, slams it on, then takes out another and another, clicks them open to reveal a healthy amount of gold, filling about halfway up the treasury. 150 gold for all 3 of your services in this one mission. How does that sound?
Well, it'll keep Alec fed for about a week or 2, and then they can find the next job.
Like a
Respectable.
wave of energy, Dracon just stands up straight. I think that will do fine.
Excellent. These 3 knights are going to be a distraction force of such. They're going to be the one actually facing the bulk of the army, and you are going to be sneaking in with your wyverns. Your wyverns aren't our standards. The people of Tyr Stolheim ride the classical Cobra wyvern. Yours are different.
I would hope so.
He's very special. Yes, he's my boy. My sweet boy. So, what is it we're doing then?
Yeah, is that?
You
Are we going undercover?
Yes, you are sneaking into the city of Balandor, specifically the docks. You are to get by the skeletal forces there and acquire the mirror. Anything you find on the way, you can keep for yourself. But
Fair.
Ooh,
How
anything
many
at all?
skeletal forces are there, though?
well, considering it used to be a living city, about a city's worth.
Oh, joy.
Stealth might be your main option, but the bulk of their forces will be distracted with my 3 knights here. You are to regroup with them once you acquire said mirror.
Yeah, this'll end wonderfully.
I don't know if these 2 are up to the task. Maybe we should find others that are maybe a bit stronger.
Unfortunately, I picked you 3 because you are unknown to the Southern Kingdoms.
You think I would
Look
have
at
lasted
that,
this
I guess
long
we
and
are
gotten
up to
this
this
old if
task.
I wasn't capable? Come on now, young one.
Yeah, I'd like to see you sneak around, giant.
Yeah. What she
I
said.
jump onto the table.
Oh boy.
Oh dear.
I pull out my battle axe.
Oh my.
And I jump super high into the air while my wings extend outwards. In almost like a slow fall, I barely hit the ground, making a noise.
I don't think you actually have wings.
Was that supposed to be impressive? Could have spotted you from 10 miles away.
It was quiet though.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Gale
You landed
takes out-
really quietly. Let's just
Uh,
hope your dead body full of arrows lands just as quietly.
Dracon.
Gale takes out his notebook.
Do you want to
and,
give me an acrobatics check real quick to see how graceful that landing actually was?
As he's doing that, I write down and kind of mutter underneath my breath, hot-headed might be good bait.
Wow.
Do I get advantage because I'm the one performing it.
You
I can
make the
whisper.
normal check. 12. That is suffice to do a superhero-styled landing.
It was still kind of
shakes
quiet.
the table with it.
But
It wasn't stealthy, but it was certainly impressive.
Yara, last time you gave me some bad information, though. We need to talk. You told me that 2 chickens make more chickens. I've had 2 chickens in the same coop for over a month, and they have not made any more chickens.
Was one of them a rooster?
A roost. They're both. He said 2 chickens make a chicken.
The Jarl puts his
Yes,
hand
well.
in his head. I'm going to leave the 3 of them to discuss the finer details. I have let you know of your mission and your pay. Let me know if it's not suffice. I have other things.
And then
to
you're gonna
attend
teach me the secret to the chickens.
You're going to teach them for me. I can do that for you, Jarl.
Oh, well, with all this gold, you'll be able to hire an army full of chickens.
The Jarl takes his leave and starts walking off, leaving the 3 of you at the war table.
All right. Well, if this is
Yes,
who we got,
well-
this is who we got.
It was nice meeting you. I will be on my way.
The
What?
3 of you must be taking the front assault. Anything we need to know before we head through the back?
The Goliath woman just goes, "Don't die." Simple as. The
All right.
wolf-looking woman. You're gonna want to be quiet, as I know not all of the vampires are going to be in our fight, and the land is known for a foul type of wyvern, known as a life drinker.
Ooh, intriguing. Let me write that down.
But we ride at dawn, don't be weak. She pulls out a blade from the table, sheaths it, and then starts to walk away.
Ashaxa's already backed by
Yeah.
Shadowbane. She's just completely disinterested in what anybody has to say, because she knows how to do her job. So she's just petting her wyvern, just eat, buddy, because we've got a long night ahead of us.
Gives you a lick on the face and is very happy to see you.
Now tell me, would there happen to be any known archives or libraries perhaps I'll be able to sneak into, take a look around?
Oh, I'm pretty sure the mirror is being housed in such a, I think it was a workshop of sorts. There was a very fancy-looking vampire who should be in the main fight with us, who was quite the scholarly type. He must have all sorts of notes about it, but has a central library. Oh, he smokes on his pipe for a second. Oh, that would probably be in the center of the capital, and I doubt you'd be able to get that in time without being able to get out safely. Make sure you get the mirror first, then risk such escapades.
Yes, well, of course. I'll get the mirror. I am a professional, after all.
Aye, good to hear, good to hear.
Well then, I must get to Balak. Is there any chickens around I can feed him? He loves chickens.
We've got goats, I think, lad. He looks to one of the nearby guards and goes, goats, yeah. We got goats. Get him a goat.
Yes, let's go.
Ah, wonderful.
Together, we'll go get the goats.
Alright. The guard goes, fetches some goats, and brings them over to your wyverns.
Ah, yes.
Does anyone want to do anything while you're in this fort before preparing for the fly in the morning?
Shox
Yeah.
is already preparing. You can tell that she doesn't intend to stick around.
It's just a basic military fort, right?
Yeah, it's a wooden military fort. There's something... It's bizarrely shaped, as the roof is deliberately designed to make sure something like a dragon or a wyvern can't fly in or out of it. So you're a bit confused on how those two did so.
It's wooden, right?
Oh yeah, it's wood.
That doesn't sound very dragon-proof.
It's not very dragon.
Well, but
Wyverns,
wyvern
on the
proof,
other hand,
different.
I'm gonna walk up to Gale. So I guess we'll be working together.
Oh,
seem
yes.
like a smart
you were my
person.
boy.
You
I've
seem
been
like a
known,
smart person.
a bit of scholar in my days, of course, yes.
Well, in my battle experience, the smart people tend to get in the way. So how about you stay a couple of feet behind me at all times, just for your own safety and mine?
Ah, well, my boy, I can take care of myself, I assure you, but you might make excellent shield, so don't mind if I do.
You'll both make excellent distractions.
And what do you specialize in?
My job.
Which is making snarky comments.
Yes,
To
been
your
rather rude,
allies.
if you
Among
ask
other
me.
things.
There was a
Ah,
certain
well,
Just
you
to get things
rogues are all
done.
the same, aren't you? Trickster types, bit of an attitude on you all. I
There's
don't
a
know what it
snarl
is.
from Dog the Dragon as a goat is picked up and he just rips it in half immediately and starts chowing down on it, almost demolishing it in 2 bites. He then lets out a
Hey.
roar that stirs every single other wyvern.
You were supposed to save some of that for me, dog. You know that.
Turns to the side. I could fetch another one if you want.
For the mission, of course. Yes, that'd be a good idea.
Right, I'm gonna do that. Walks backwards away from you.
Well, we should probably. How far? Do we know how far away the Baylor is, or Baylender? Is that how you say
Baelendor
it?
is
Baylendor?
about a day's travel.
Day's
Via
travel.
the open sea.
Days travel by wyvern?
By wyvern, yes. By
Alright,
boat,
well,
it's
I'm
about a
gonna-
week. Because wyverns are really fast.
I'm gonna go find some food and water, make sure I'm all packed and ready for the mission tomorrow.
Yeah, Shox is gonna probably just stick around Shadowbane until it's time to leave. She's not a people person.
Right, so all of you stay up camp within the fort for the rest of the day.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, I think Gale will stick around the 3 frontal assault people and try to learn what he can by their discussions.
They're still at the
But
war
he'll
table,
stay
so if
quiet,
you want
mostly
to...
right to himself.
Okay. Mostly stay quiet to himself. Right. As the
I
day
just love
passes,
seeing a token go, new.
the day passes by. Do you wish to ask any of them anything, Gale, in character or?
Ah, well. What do I know about vampires? Can I find out what I know about vampires?
Ooh.
How they work here?
Make me a religion check for me.
Yes. 10. Ah,
10.
that was bad.
They're undead.
Yep. Oh, yeah, very informative.
They are very powerful.
Yes, yes.
Some vampires are more physical bruisers type style. Some are more magically gifted. A lot of people view vampires as human plus, for a myriad of reasons. A lot of people view vampires as disgusting abominations that should not exist.
Of course.
You know
Makes sense.
they're not fond of running water, but open water's fine. Bizarrely. Light is bad. Well, direct sunlight is bad, as is some holy-like symbols towards them. That's about the extent of you know of vampires. Don't fuck with them unless you've got a backup plan.
You know, I'm not much of an expert with the vampirism, per se. My travels have brought me elsewhere, but would you 3, I mean, since this is your mission after all, the frontal assault, you have to know a thing or 2 about these things. How do you take one down? Any known weaknesses? Something that won't work, will work? Come on, give me the details.
The Goliath sort of turns her head. Yeah, you chop their head off, and then you kick it again just to make sure.
Ah, and a method proven most effective in pretty much all cases, yes, of course. Anything else, though, a little less brutish and, you know,
He,
my style?
Jorgen, before you, ruffles through his satchel and pulls out a small vial of water. This is holy water.
Oh, legendary holy water. I thought that was just an old wives' tale.
Well, it's not legendary per se. It's more of, I don't know what to describe it. It burns the fuckers, basically.
Ooh, you're gonna be intrigued. You must have bucketfuls around here, huh? Where can I get my hands on some?
I don't know if we've got any to give. Mensa, do we have any to give? The shaggier wolf-looking woman just shakes her head and goes, I'll let you have mine. And sort of slides out.
Oh, so sweet of you, so sweet of you. I'll make good use of it, I assure you.
Don't waste it. You'll probably only really run into one or two while you're there, but be careful. The bulk of the force should be distracted by our wyverns alone.
Oh, well, I've never been part of a plan that doesn't go horribly, horribly wrong.
It tends to be a pattern in these sorts of things, doesn't it?
It really does. It seems we're all doomed. Anywho, well, I have to get off to sleep with Balak. Early bird catches the worm, after all.
Sort of just totters off towards the wyvern nest.
Okay. He waddles away.
I'm gonna-
Hi, Luna. Oh, I need
Here we
I'm
go.
gonna-
Shadowbane.
I'm gonna move over to Shadowbane's cage with a
Oh.
giant ghost or giant goat leg. You should feed your dragon more. It's looking awfully skinny. And I put the leg through the bars towards the dragon to like try to feed it.
Shadowbane very eagerly snatches up the snack before Shaksa can ever stop him, because that's just how he is. And Shaksa, putting a hand on his snout and slowly nudging it away, says, "I can handle my own, wyvern. Thank you."
Alright.
Shaksa, do you want to roll me an animal handling check real quick?
Sure. How do I do that?
If you open up your sheet and you look on the left side, there should be skills. Near the top, because they're alphabetical, there should be animal handling.
Can I
You
just
click on that,
oh,
it should pop up,
I
and then it should say, there you go. 8.
I got 8.
You sort of corral him by the nose, gently pull him away, and then he sort of sneaks on under your grasp, licks Tracheon in the face, and then goes to you.
Shadowbane! When I tell you no, it means no!
His tongue is just sticking out of his mouth, wagging. Like a good boy.
I must say, you two make quite the pair.
To you.
Yes.
And he just walks away.
All right. Well, I guess we'll see you in the morning.
Maybe.
Alright. The day passes, and the rest of you, well, you all rest for the day. As the moon eclipses, the reddened moon eclipses as the corpse of the god is above it in the sky, the party is ready, and you are gathered by the 3, air quotes, Viking-esque knights, and you are taken into the open sea. Bear with me 1 second as I set up the map.
Oh, hell yeah.
Good morning. It's time.
Oh, yes, another day, another job, I suppose. Where are we off to again? I seem to have forgotten.
Balander.
Oh, yes, Balander, the vampires and such. Of course, how could I be so forgetful?
Yes, and the skeletals.
The
And the
skeleton.
undead city, and
Oh!
so on and so forth.
How did I shine up for this one? Well, I'm sure it'll work out.
How hard can a bunch of undead people actually be? They can't be better than real humans and real living creatures.
Perhaps one-on-one, but get them in a group. Oof, they're rather intimidating.
But tell me about your chicken situation again.
So they told me that if you put 2 chickens together, they will make more chickens. And I've had 2 chickens in the same pen for over 2 months.
Did
And they have not
you...
made any chickens.
Alright, buddy. Do they produce eggs?
Yes.
Do they
Yes,
both produce eggs?
Yes.
You have 2 female chickens.
There's different types of chickens. Are you saying?
Oh,
Yes.
dear.
There's a male chicken, and then there's a female chicken.
The female
You remember
figure
having
with the wolf
month-
sort of approaches. No time for the birds and bees. Get on your wyverns. Let's get going.
No, I really think we need to go through this. I don't trust a man that
We can
doesn't know
talk
how
on the
chickens
way.
be
We've got all
produced.
day. You can
Oh,
talk on your
dear.
wyverns.
All right.
Oh my god, I'm surrounded by idiots.
Hey! You're right.
Alright. As the group mounts their wyverns, we will change map to the open sea. It might take a minute to load.
That looks like it's getting to 90%. It's getting there.
It's getting there, it's getting there. I don't know if it's just for a scene change, basically. So, you and the other three knight-like figures get on your wyverns, and you start flying on over the open ocean. It's a very calm day out at sea. There's distant clouds, but for the most part it's quite clear. There's the shadows of large leviathans and a type under the water, but you know to stay up high enough and they will not be disturbed. You are actually close enough to each other to be able to talk on your journey. As it's going to take all day, so it might be rather boring. So you might have more to say.
Gross and decaying body of the god is especially clear in the sky today.
Oh yes.
Totally not ominous at all.
The festering corpse of the god is looking lovely this evening, as it acts as this world's sun.
Oh.
Oh, nothing quite like it, is there?
And I conjure up some dancing lights and kind of have them recreate the look of the dead god.
Dead god.
With minor illusion as well, just recreating it, writing it down, drawing it in my book.
Hopefully you can do more than that when we reach the skeletal island.
Are an interesting goblin.
Hey, what was that? I'm not a goblin. I'm a hobgoblin. Very different. In fact, it's quite offensive of you to say. You know, I gave the guards a free pass, but not you so much.
Oh, my, woe is me.
But the young ones these days have no respect, I tell you, Balak. It isn't we wouldn't be able to get away with that back in my day.
Then I guess it's a good thing we're not back in your day.
What?
Don't worry about it, old man.
Yeah, let's try not to confuse him.
Confuse who?
Oh,
Who are
I'm
you
sure
talking
he'll
about?
get there on his own.
Hmm? Sorry, the
Like I
wind's
said.
quite loud.
Solid distraction.
So, I think we've all agreed that I'm captain of this mission.
I haven't agreed to anything, but you do you.
I don't see a ship around. Ships have captains. We don't have captains here. To each his own. To the
Would
victor go the
leader work
spoil.
better for you?
Hmm? Shot collar, perhaps? I
Right.
don't know.
Not my leader.
I'm not bound to a man that doesn't know how to chicken reproduces, I'll tell you that much.
You listen to me. I will not be disrespected while we're flying.
You have.
There.
All right, I'll make
roll
sure to
back.
disrespect you on the ground then.
Very well. Just make sure you're staying behind me.
What?
I'm just
I mean,
gonna
sure.
try to
but,
fly away faster. Let's go.
I want all of you to
Forward.
give me perception checks real quick. As you're flying out, it's about halfway through the day. If you know how to do so.
Yes, give
That
me
would
a
be the skill
moment,
one,
young
right?
man.
Yes, it would.
Confuses me.
The check mark means I
Oh.
get proficiency, right?
Oh,
It's
dear.
automatically applied.
What?
Okay,
There
awesome.
we go. So you two are having your conversation. How do you pronounce your character's name again, Meepa? Apologies.
Ashoksa.
Ashoksa. As Ashoksa gazes her eyes out under the water, you see a figure, like the big sea serpents that go into the bottom, but this one isn't a sea serpent. It's quite large, has horns not too dissimilar from Dog, the dragon, the one that Strigorian rides, and has 4 legs, and it seems to be swimming the opposite direction of you, passing you, heading straight to Tyr Stolheim.
Hmm.
Interesting. We might need to pull up. I'm gonna get as far away from the water as I can, just in case.
Only Atrosa noticed that.
Oh. Well, then I fly straight ahead.
Field checks. board.
Ashoksa kind of pulls her dragon up into the sky, not bothering to say much, but just watching for now.
So you stop where you are and sort of turn your head. It's your wyvern flaps.
Well, she flies higher, but she's still going in the direction she needs to go.
You see that strange figure is just going. It doesn't look like it's going directly where you came from, more of just opposite to you.
Okay, so potentially running away. She kind of positions her dragon a little bit more above, but also behind the other two. And Shadowbane's just chill with this. He's just like, oh, okay, going this way now.
He loyally follows your orders. Or inputs, I should say. You pull on his leash. Alright.
Oh, I did forget to mention, as we're flying, Gale, he has like really long kind of napped hair. It's very like curled and he never really brushes it. And he has all these trinkets strewn about inside of it and kind of hung there that sort of they rattle together like chimes as he flies. He also has these giant ridiculous goggles that he wears when he flies.
Oh god, I love it.
It's kind of like a flying wind chime at the moment.
It's a little steampunky, I'm getting those vibes.
Oh yes.
Brilliant.
Yeah, Ashok said as well to let the noisy, large folk go ahead of her. She just chills behind everybody while
Right,
flying at a safe distance from the water.
I guess I don't notice.
Alright, if she doesn't share that, then the two of you do not know of this event. And you continue riding off until the sun goes down again. And the wolf-like figure, Mernsa, sort of flies up towards you three. We split up here. We go for the main assault. You give us an hour or two, then try and sneak in via the docks there. And she points to the city that's just now visible into the distance, as there is a large fog that sticks out, just out of view where the land is seen.
Oh, you're going to have to speak up. My chimes are quite loud.
Wait an hour and then sneak into the city.
Okay.
I
You hear that, Dragon Boy?
He clicks.
Yes.
She then flies back to the others, and then they make their approach and start going up into the air more, leaving the three of you alone, flying where you currently are.
Now, where are we supposed to wait? Just in the air?
Here's the important question. You three now have your leash gone. What do you do?
Oh dear.
Ashok is going to find the nearest piece of land or terrain, or even just craggy stone poking out of the ocean to land Shadowbane on and just lay low and out of sight.
I'd like to find some craggy stone as well.
So do
Yes.
you want to go nearer to the coast, away from the city, and hide, like, across on rocks? And, like, have your wyverns attach their talons to the side? Or do you just want to, find
Is
a
there
rock
anywhere
out?
with trees? My dragon blends in better with trees.
There are quite a lot of dead trees that are
Oh, dear.
outside the land of Valenor.
Oh.
Ashoksa is going to pick some rocks over by the coastline, just to have clear views, and because her dragon blends in best against, the dark stone.
I mean, Balak is an excellent swimmer.
Are you all keeping your distance from the main city then?
Yes.
I would think so,
Coastline,
yeah.
but close to where their entry is gonna be. She's not like on the coastline across the city. She's
Not close
Still
enough to have to
aiming
make
for
stealth
where her
checks.
entry-
Okay.
yeah.
Gale is going to take off a lot of his clothes down to his skivvies and go
Oh
for
my.
a dip.
Oh my. So
I
you're going for a
haven't
dip while
bathed
you
in
wait.
quite a long time.
So the two of you watch as he just strips down to his skivvies and takes a dip in the ocean.
Yeah, I'm going to take a look down here.
You couldn't pay me enough to get into that water.
When he takes off his cloak, he is just like skeletal in his figure. He's got
He's
no muscle. He's no
Mega
mass
thin.
whatsoever.
Okay, brilliant.
And
Great.
this man is still alive. How?
I don't
You
even
come
know where
on
he
in, the
belongs.
water's great.
You should
little
probably
bit
find
slimy,
somewhere
but I'm
to
sure
lay
that's
low
fine.
too before you attract too much attention.
What?
You're disgusting.
Don't worry about
He's
it.
just doing backstrokes.
Brilliant.
Whatever.
So
Gulping
be
it out and
waiting.
spitting it out like a whale.
So you're all laying low until an hour passes, and then you hear a bell in the distance, ding, ding, and then the clattering in unison of what sounds like a large force marching. As you look over at the creek you're hiding near, you see about 7-8 wyverns, a lot more than they were expecting, fly out from the city and start attacking the Free, and the battle commences.
Ah, yes.
Okay.
When I emerge from the water, could I have spent my time just kind of like picking at the foliage underneath, the aquatic foliage?
Give me
research.
give me survival.
Yes. I'm not good at that at all. Actually, I'm okay at that. Oh,
You
hell
managed
yeah!
to find all sorts of plant life. Lovely red corals that match the scale or the
Quite a
extra
marvelous
details.
specimen. All right, I'll package that up,
Fox
dry it out,
notices
keep it stored.
the wyverns, and she kind of shrugs and hums and goes, "Well, they're doomed. This is already off to an incredible start, if
Well,
this
at
is any
least-
indication."
At least we don't have to make a distraction.
No, not yet.
And
Did
if we
someone
do,
say
we
you
can
need me
just
to make a
send.
distraction?
Yes, we'll just send you and your skivvies down into the castle.
That would be distracting.
All right, you're the shot caller.
Ah, at least you would finally admit it.
Do you actually go in just your skivvies?
He starts to.
No, please, please.
Ashraxa
Beatrice.
just lets him do what he wants to do because she
Let's
is not
go.
invested in their well-being
Let's
at
keep-
all.
Let's keep that secret formation in our back pocket.
All right, you're no fun.
And he gets dressed.
The major question: do you sneak in with or without your wyverns?
Well, we have to
What-
go
okay.
into like an actual building, right?
Yeah.
But we also have to cross the water. So I would say we get as close as possible with the wyverns, and depending on what things look like upon
We could
getting closer,
swim them
decide from
over.
there.
So you want
Do we
to
swim them over?
them to the closest point they can swim, and then you get out on land and leave them there.
I think so. We need a. Okay, so by the look of it, is there like a wall surrounding this city?
Not the dock. There is a wall surrounding it via the land, but via the docks there's a wooden post that's not too hard to climb. That sort of stands across the edge.
Well, it might be wise to keep them down at the docks. That way we have an escape route should we need it. It might be a bit of a run, though.
If we end up stuck in there, I don't want Shadowbane to be stuck in there with us.
Do you have any
Be
sort
better
of
if we
way to
left them
call
by the
them?
docks.
Right.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, this mirror is probably going to be somewhere up in a very deep and dark dungeon, or very, very high in some sort of vampiric tower. Do we have any way of
Yes.
calling the wyverns or getting them to us? I usually like to whistle, but
I have a
I like to
whistle.
ring my chimes.
We'll have to just shout really loudly.
I'm sure they'll be able to hear. They're very perceptive after
Shadowbane
all.
will come and find me after a certain amount of time has passed. He's got some separation anxiety going on.
Oh.
Oh no. He's such a cutie. Okay.
All right, well. Should we leave them at the docks then? Call them if we need them.
Sounds like a plan to me, unless you want to be
yeah.
one of the most visible intruders on the planet.
Yes. Well, no, absolutely not. What I will do, though, let me see here.
I will cast. Okay. Let us know when we're at the docks, and then I'll do this.
You decide when you get to the docks.
Okay.
So you
Well-
can wait till you're as close as possible to do it safely.
Is that
When
what
we
you're
get
gonna do?
there. Yeah, when we get there, I'm going to, or Gale is going to put down, I'm going to cast Alarm and set an alarm at the probably, it's a 20-foot cube. So is there like a large gate or something that would lead into the city?
From the outside, from land, yes, but via the sea, there's the entirety of the docks you can climb at any point.
Right. I just want to set an alarm that in case anything were to, go towards the wyverns
So you
from
wanna,
the gate.
You want to like protect the perimeter of where they are. There's
Yeah.
enough room underneath the wooden docks where you could sort of swim them into it and have them hidden under the wood. The wooden
Okay, that might be
support
perfect.
structures. So you could
Yeah.
alarm that area.
Yeah, I think I'm going to cast Alarm there
And I
then.
believe you can ritual cast alarms, so you don't need to use up the spell.
Yes, I can. Okay,
Yeah,
perfect,
It just
perfect.
takes you 10 minutes, and no spell slot is used.
Gale takes out a tiny bell and a little piece of fine silver wire and just sort of ring-a-ding-a-dings an alarm in place. Magically.
Shadowbane hides under the docks rather unwillingly because he doesn't like water. But more than that, he starts whining the moment Ashaksa is starting to wander away, because he can tell bad stuff is in the area. Everything smells like death, and he doesn't like Ashaksa walking away with everything smelling like death. So you see Ashaksa turn around and he goes, "Shh, no, stay. Stay, and I promise you'll get the largest roast horse you've ever had in your life."
I could give
And
him
with
some
that,
of these.
And Gale just pulls out a
You-
bunch of like dried mushrooms out of his satchel.
He's
You
always calmed
see-
me down.
You see Shadowbane kind of wrinkle his muzzle up at the mushrooms, but he thinks about Ashak's propositions. You see the gears turning in
They
that
go down
wyvern's
rough,
head.
but they do the trick.
And he finally snorts and settles where he's at. He's not happy about it, so he kind of turns away from Ashak's and plants his butt onto the shallows and settles in to wait while the others climb onto the docks.
All right, well, maybe next time.
Alrighty then. So, all of you climb the wooden structures and make it to the corner of the docks. I want you all to make stealth checks for me, please. This is considered a group check.
Okay.
Oh boy. Oh, wait. I might have something for this. Hold, everybody, hold.
What?
Hold a little longer. Wait, no, I didn't take it. Did I? Oh, I didn't take it. Never mind.
Make a stealth check.
Make the stealth check. Fuck.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
Alright, the group success overall. Gale, as you're climbing the wooden
My
structure,
trinkets, they're so loud.
he starts chiming and then he lets go of something for a brief second and then Drakeon just sort of grabs his arm and puts it back and then starts climbing
Thank you,
himself
my
again.
boy.
As all of you climb up the wooden structure and make it to the corner of this map, you see the city before you. I'm leaving the dragons there, but they're under the docks, just for clarity's sake.
Yeah.
You see the city before you. It is dead, desolate, and destroyed. The buildings that remain are long, ruined structures. There is what I can only describe as a small legion of skeletons marching around, looking busy and wandering the streets carrying all sorts of artifacts. There are 2 wyverns that can be seen at the end, looking like they want to join in the combat, but have been told to stay back. There is an intimidating figure, standing in full plate armor, ordering a bunch of skeletons, and in unison they turn their heads at his orders, listening to their commands. You have all made stealth checks. You can move freely until you are within 3 squares of any entity, including the skeletons. From that point on, you'd have to make another stealth check to move closer.
All
Oh
right.
boy.
Don't worry, I'll have this handled.
And he starts to take some steps forward. Trinkets kind of ringing.
Ding, 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 ding.
Maybe not right now, old man.
Don't worry, I'm a master of illusion. I got this handled.
Ashaksa
you don't
starts
believe me?
looking for alternate routes while he's sorting that out.
Yes.
Before
We'll
you
find
seems to
something.
be a bunch of houses and the like that are used primarily just for storage at the moment, as housing is no longer needed. But to the here seems to be a larger building, almost described as a workshop of sorts, that has 2 more armored guards than the rest.
Oh.
Well, this isn't good.
Fascinating. Okay.
Uh,
That's 3 cards. Okay.
well, it looks like we got four to deal with here. And then there's another group over there.
Remind
Not
me
like
again,
it
what
looks
were
at
we
all.
looking for? Some sort of cathedral? Perhaps a library?
What did they say? They said something about a mirror, and it's trapped inside. They never really mentioned where.
They did not know where.
Something mirror. I'm sure it's somewhere around here. We just gotta
We
take a look
eliminate
around.
who we need to and get the mirror and then get out.
Alright. Well, I don't think the
Simple as that.
skeletons are going to answer any of our questions, so.
There's 2 skeletons guarding the door here. I say we take them out and see what's inside. Quick and quiet.
You are too far away to hear him, but you see the figure in the distance as your eyes are catched by him by a moment as one of the skeletons is smashed by his hammer and flung into the sea, destroying it and shattering it into multiple bones.
Family squabble. Seen it a million times.
Yes, of course.
as you can't hear his words, but he definitely screamed something.
Do the other
Yeah.
skeletons in front of us like react to
They
that?
do not move an inch.
Well, Shaker, you're supposed to get us in this place. How are we going about it?
Does anybody have maybe an explosive or something that they can shoot and make them move over?
Aye, well,
It's like they're
Moving
moving.
away.
Oh, they're
Alright,
doing
let's
it!
Move quickly, quickly. Let's go.
Quickly. Guys.
What? Oh.
Alright.
So we should probably take these gods out.
Yes, that's exactly what I said earlier.
Okay, so the three of you want to surprise round these guards then.
Wonderful
Yes.
plan, Dragon.
Yep.
Alright.
Let me move over here.
In the surprise round, you can move within 3 tiles of them, so yeah, that's fine. You two can move 1 square closer if you want. There you go. Okay, so how a surprise round works is you will act before them, and you have advantage on the attack because they are completely unaware of you. If they are still alive and the round is over, it then goes to normal initiative. Because it's a surprise round, I don't want to roll initiative and get the whole thing, so I just want who wants to go first, basically.
Would you
I'll
call
take
it
a
a
stab at it.
clear day? What's the weather conditions like?
Ah, right, I forgot a big detail. The fog, it is daytime, but the fog eclipsing the city is over-eclipsing both the actual physical sun and the red light come from the dead god, meaning it is essentially always classed as night here.
Hell yeah. Okay, before Shoksa moves in, I'll just cast Fog Cloud really quickly.
Ooh, okay.
Cast spell, and then I place it. Well, I'll put it like this.
Yeah. So just describe how
All
it
right,
works,
it's all yours, creepy lady.
Yeah, Shaksa sneaks up from the corner of the building, and then she's gonna come out here, right, and do a, I believe it's a sneak attack with her daggers.
You just make your normal attack at advantage. Sneak attack is
Ah.
damage, which is very important.
There we go. I'm not used to this.
It's alright, don't worry.
Okay, so with advantage.
I assume Dracarian's throwing a javelin at the other one while she's attacking that one.
Yeah, I clicked it thinking that it was going to
Stealthily.
ask me to do it with advantage, but yes, I'm also going to throw a javelin if that's
Alright,
okay.
so that
Oh,
definitely
nice
hits.
attack roll.
Yeah, that
Oh my
absolutely
God.
hits. Roll damage. And then Dracarian roll attack, and it should give you the option to...
Is it advantage on
Oh.
the attack?
Stab.
is
Stab.
yeah, advantage on the attack. Yep, that hits. Roll damage.
Stab.
And this is okay, just a normal, not a crit.
Yeah. Also, the skeleton was unawares. No, that does 4 damage as well. The skeleton was unawares, so you get your sneak attack damage, which is 2d6 at this level, I believe. So click the d6s and click 2 of them. Then you should be able to just roll it. And that's how much additional damage you do, because rogue.
Because
There you go, you do
rogue.
6 more damage to it. Right, and I believe you're dual wielding your daggers, yes?
Yes.
So as a bonus action, you can attack with the other dagger,
Well, let's do it.
because rogue.
Slice.
Gotta love rogues.
You also have advantage on this attack as well. Yep, that hits. Roll damage. You do
Wow.
not get sneak attack on this, though. You only get it once per round. But that kills it. So that's
Does it let out any
Yeah.
sort of noise when it dies, or is it just sort of crumples into bones?
How do you kill it? I can't say your name.
Shoksa.
Ashaksa.
Shoksa. Okay. Shoksa.
Ashaksa kind of just buries her blade into the skull so firmly that it just breaks the bone apart, and then she rips the skeleton apart with her second dagger.
Ooh. I like to imagine it like stabs the skull, pulls out, and then it just drops.
Oh, remind me not to get on her bad side.
Dracorian, or Gale, do you have any bonus actions you can do?
Oh, stabby. Well, I don't think so. I'm a bit of a wizard. I can pull out my quill. You know what? I'll pull out my quill and then write down with my magic quill. I'll write down. Don't mess with that lady.
Okay, right. It's
Very
initiative time.
stabby. Underlined twice. Very stabby.
Right.
Holy
Right.
shit, what's happening?
Initiative is
Oh,
rolling.
whoa, whoops, sorry.
As the surprise round is now over. Dracorion, you are up.
Okay, ignore what I did
What
before.
did you do?
I don't know what I clicked. I was just.
Oh no,
reading-
that was
reading it.
that was the initiative. You didn't have any.
How many? What's my movement? 30.
Your movement is 30. You can pull out the ruler, which is the top left,
Oh, okay.
and you can see. Yeah, you can definitely get to him in room. The fog cloud doesn't affect its allies, does it?
I'm not
Heavily
sure what the
obscured.
fog
It
cloud
will.
does.
Yeah, it will.
Okay. No, you know you'll be fine because you knew where he was beforehand.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
move right here. We will just do just a great axe attack.
Hang on, silly me. I was supposed to change music here. Bear with me 1 second.
Boom, boom, boom. We need battle music. Or like shanty music.
Or just this clattering of bones and chains.
That definitely hits. Roll damage.
Yeah.
All right, damage.
10. You kill it.
All right, just another skull crush against the wall.
Oh, I was going to use that.
Salam as it collapses and crushes into several pieces. Luckily, you managed to kill it before it sounded off an alarm.
No,
Alright.
never mind. I'll collect the rest. Gail starts picking up the bones.
Is there,
and put
is
it-
there any way to hide the bones, or no? Is it just
I'm
kinda-
putting them
Wow,
in
they're
my
right
bag.
before you. What do you do?
is
Ashaka
there any
lets Gale collect as
options,
many
or-
bones as he wants.
Is there a garbage receptacle? Is this a clean city,
The,
or
the,
they...
the buildings before you that are, I messed up the light on, so they're just all black. Is there any- No, that'll take away some of the things. Just they're houses, so there are like bins that have rolled over and have not been used for a long time.
All right, let's just super quickly try to hide the bones.
I'm gonna grab at least a femur.
All right, well, you take whatever trophies you want, and I'm just gonna start, just like with one giant, like, kind of sweep of both my arms. I'm gonna grab as many bones as possible, and just kind of like throw it either in the house or like in, like, kind of hidden, whether.
You just sort of
Wherever
put it
I
in a
can.
pile under.
Yeah,
the
whatever
door. Yeah.
makes kind of sense.
Under
but
the, you just lift up
I
the
am doing it-
doormat, shove the
I am
bones
doing
under
it
it.
quickly.
How many? Do
That
do
looks
these
good.
skeletons have their teeth intact?
No, these skeletons
Ew.
look like they
Oh.
have been dead for. Give me.
Oh, dear.
Oh, dear.
I wanted to make some sort of toothy grenade, but maybe next time.
That's,
Investigation.
I do not like the sound of
All
that.
right.
Let's keep moving.
No, it'll be marvelous. You just have to see it. You'll know better when you see it.
Yeah.
let me just take a look here.
Ashaka presses her
Ashaka-
ear against the door and tries to listen in to hear if there's any sounds beyond it.
Shara, give me a perception check. Gale. They
Yes?
have been dead for at least
Oh,
1,000
shit.
years.
Oh, whoa.
The fact that they are still physically in one piece is because someone has looked after them in some form. Naturally,
Specimen.
these
Quite
bodies
a-
would have decayed to dust at this point.
I mean, they should have been turned to dust
Is
months ago.
there a way for you to check the bones for maybe a magical presence?
I'm kind of thinking about it, but I'm not sure if I can. No,
If they're
no.
1,000 years
Can you
old,
tell
like
me
you're
to roll
saying.
a perception check?
Yeah, roll a
Ash?
perception check, please.
All I know is
Four.
nothing is holding these
Listening.
things unnaturally long.
There's a crackling noise. It sounds quite aggressive and harsh.
Hmm.
The door is in fact
What can we
unlocked.
do?
Is this?
So who wants to open the door?
Yo, did somebody say door? Here, let me through.
You
He
hear
tries to come past
a
you.
subtle march as the skeletons are coming back down the street again.
Where's the door? Is it
here.
this one
I'm
right
Right
opening
here?
the
here.
door. I'm opening
All right,
the door.
I kick the door open.
Oh,
You
okay.
can just open the door, I think. You should be able to.
It's
It's-
unlocked.
I still
There you go.
There you
The
go.
door is open.
I walk in, and now I'm gonna shut the door. This would have been a lot easier if I didn't kick it down. All right, wedge it. Wedge it.
You
Take a
close the door.
look. Take a look around for
I
some
use a little bit of my strength to wedge the door.
You can just close the door again if you're good.
Alright, I'm gonna try to lock
Do
it.
so. They do
Oh.
not notice anything.
Yeah, no, they critically fail and a -1.
They
just
don't
get
have
distracted.
eyes.
Before you
That's a good
is
point.
a very dark room that looks like several layers of dust have settled over the years. There is a fireplace, which, actually, you realise that was the noise you heard. It's the fireplace. There are several treasure chests, a bizarrely pristine workbench, and a mirror sitting before a bizarre display of dust, ash, a ashen corpse, and blood steps, and torture devices are in the corner of the room.
Oh,
Yeah,
this
this
reminds me of
doesn't-
home.
Give me bad feelings at all. No?
I'm gonna go by the fire and start drying my clothes.
It's not really the time.
No, it's sad. Sorry, what were we doing again?
Walk over to the fireplace as there is a large spider that sort of curls over the cobwebs, stares at you for a moment.
Like, how big of a spider are we talking?
We're talking a little smaller than a tarantula.
All right, still pretty big.
It's
That's
a,
like freaking.
It's a big spider. It's
Yeah.
not like.
I mean, yeah, but is that like a dog spider?
Gale, this looks like something you might know. Something
Do I have a
about.
jar? Do I have like a jar or something in my explorer bag
Yeah,
or like a pile?
focus.
What? Sorry, what? This spider's huge.
Yeah, give me an animal handling check.
Be perfect for my collection.
The shock,
Come on,
sir,
big
can you
big guy. Just poke some on over here. Yes.
Did you ask me if I can read?
Oh
You try to trap the spider in the jar and fail to do so.
no.
Can you see if you can read any of these?
Okay, little one. All right. What are we doing?
Ashaksa
Is
kind of
there-
sighs
over
and
here?
starts taking a look over the papers to see what they're written in.
The notes
I
are
do
written
like
in
a-
common, and they
Can
have
I
a very fine cursive handwriting.
Can I do an
So this
investigation
guy is
check?
educated.
Absolutely, yes.
Alright.
Yes. The barbarian investigator. I love it.
You sort of scratch your scaled chin and have a look over these notes. You don't focus on it. The notes are clearly out of order, and they've
Can
been
I-
moved to be confusing in a deliberate
Can
way.
I roll an investigation check with him to help? To try and help?
Are you proficient in investigation?
No.
No, you cannot
Not
be
at all.
proficient. You can make your own check if you wish. So another thing you can do in this group, just to clarify, if you are proficient in someone, in a skill, you can make sure that someone else who does that skill check has advantage by using your action to assist. But only
No, I definitely.
Oh, well-
I'm proficient. I'll assist them. I'll be like, oh dear.
Which
check
one do you want to
this-
give advantage then?
Oh, definitely a shotgun.
All right,
I don't need that
You can
dragon.
make the check again then, Shotgun.
But,
Oh, look
We'll
for
give it a
secret
shot.
compartments and such. There's always all sorts of desks for secret compartments. What are you thinking?
So,
This seems like a waste of time.
Hikarion and Ashoksa, these notes are in a bizarre order, and it's really hard to locate what they are, but you do get useful information. The word infernal is brought up a lot. The word snake is brought up a lot. This bit's written in Elvish, this bit's written in Infernal, which, Ashoksa, you read that it says the language on the door is of the old Infernal tongue. Make a history check.
oh boy.
Bubbly.
Oh, look at that.
You
what
don't
you-
know much about the old Infernal tongue other than that it is old and no longer used.
Are you reading any of this out loud?
That is up to them.
Ashaksa mentions that she notices the word snake several times and that some of it is written in Infernal.
Does it say anything about a mirror?
It is talking about the mirror, yes. It also mentions that a sacrifice is almost certainly needed.
Well,
Yeah, so... is the
But,
sacrifice part in Infernal? Like, can these guys read that?
That is in common.
Ah,
Alright,
damn
Gale.
it.
Gale.
Gregorian,
check this out.
as you
Yo,
approach...
what? Sorry, I mean, quill is rather nice. I'm gonna take the quill.
you
Anywho,
take the lovely orange quill. Gregorian, as you approach, you see the mirror before you, and it is fine, ornate, and gorgeous. The entire frame is made out of perfectly carved ivory, and the symbol of a coiled white snake curling around a detailed rose and biting its top petals is there, as blood drips across the top, revealing writing at the top that is written in Infernal. Ashspawn, you read the writing at the top, and it states, "Let he who has committed to fire and death free him."
What do you
Yeah.
read about? What? Spit it out. What does this say? Why are you looking like that?
Are either of you two familiar with fire and or death?
Oh, fire, death, big
I know
fan,
all
yeah.
about fire.
All
I
too
love
intimately.
fire.
I'm practically
Also a
dead.
fire lover.
Well, if you want to be friends with what's in that mirror, let you who's familiar with fire and death do so.
Be friends? Does it say be friends with? That sounds like a very strange mirror. I don't trust it.
It is quite a fascinating mirror.
Plus, there's these obvious signs that someone has either exploded or burned to death right
Oh,
here.
yes,
Here, can I take a
there
look
is-
around at the scene?
There
I
is-
want to take a bit of this dust and put it on my
Oh,
finger
you
and maybe
go
give
and
it a little
touch-
taste.
You go and touch the ashen outline, and there's physically nothing there. You touch it, that's not
Right.
dust, it feels like normal wood. But there's clearly
Yeah.
an outline. You taste it, and it tastes like dried old wood. There's just
Oh, it's
nothing
just
there.
wood. Now, what a
You
letdown.
see the outline. This is actual dust, though.
Ah, I'll go over there and taste that.
Alright, that is just ash and dirt.
Ah,
Something has been burned there.
Yeah.
Give me an investigation check.
definitely burned.
Shoxa kind of moves around the mirror just to see if there's anything behind it or on the back.
Give me a perception.
What? No.
You find that this place, that fire has been here, and that a dark
Ooh.
magical spell has also been casted here. You can't discern exactly which type, but you know it is something damaging. Atrossa, you were distracted because a fucking centipede was climbing up the side, and you instinctually jump a little as it was reaching for you. And you take a step back.
Hell no.
Oh, afraid of bugs, are we? Here, let me take a look. I try to put it in a jar.
Give me an animal handling
Yeah.
check.
Good luck with that.
Oh, he's a fine specimen. You really ought to just give these things a chance. They're like little dogs.
It pricks you,
Ow!
and then
This
drops
was
to the
not like a
floor
dog.
and crawls away.
Oh! Have a little beast.
Yeah.
I'll get you next time.
Real friendly dog you got there.
Geralt kind of gets on all fours and crawls towards the centipede.
It crawls under a floorboard and makes its escape.
Oh, I'll get you. Just have to be
So
patient.
does this tell us where to find the mirror, or should we just start moving? We don't have
Oh,
much
yeah,
time.
yeah.
This
and you're
is
li-
the
This is
mirror.
the mirror. To clarify, in case that wasn't obvious.
I mean, we're supposed to take it. I don't think we need to really do any
This
sort
is,
of
how do we know it's the mirror,
Yeah.
though?
yet.
Is there a way to check?
How do we know it's not the mirror?
Well, it has some sort of strange incantation and a very...
Do you see the outline of the person that no longer exists on the floor?
Yes, but I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of mirrors that could do that.
That could
Not
have been.
every mirror just disintegrates whoever's in front of it. Okay?
Oh, well,
It could have been some children.
Mirror expert. Yeah, it could be the
Some
kids.
some
Children
skeletal children could have drawn
disintegrated.
that on the floor.
Yeah, it
Oh
could be-
yeah, skeletal
Good
children
God.
can draw invisible markings on the ground.
It could be an art museum or an
Yeah.
exhibit of some sort. Avant
Well,
Are you too
we ha-
serious?
What if
How
I
did
have,
you
I
guys
have an
live this
idea,
long?
Gail, I have an idea. Put the spider you captured. Put it in a circle.
It got away from me. He
Oh, put
always.
this- do you have the
away.
centipede? Did you catch the centipede?
Oh, he's under these floors. Here, let me go see if I can get him. Come on out, little guy.
Roll me another animal handling check as you go for the
Come
centipede.
on. You want to help me out here? We could be little adventuring pals.
Yay! You
How about that?
put your fingers down the crevice and
I take out some of the aquatic foliage and I dangle it in front
Ah.
of the floorboard.
it
Ah.
pierces it and grabs it, and you manage to pull it out. And you
Oh, you
catch it
like
in the
that,
jar.
huh? Gotcha. Yes, gotcha.
You got it.
Good,
Alright,
good.
I walk over. I grab the jar from your hand, and I'm gonna place it in
Hey,
like the
that's
circle.
fine. What are you
Well, it's
doing?
mine now. I'm gonna place it right
on
in
the
the
stand
circle.
before the mirror,
What are you doing with Pippin?
and it
Well-
reflects in the mirror.
Pippin, I'm sure everything will be fine.
You named him
The
already.
centipede familiar with fire and death?
I'm gonna pick up the mirror, or try to. How heavy is it?
It's
Is it-
pretty heavy. You what's your strength, Trickeron?
I'm pretty yoked.
17. Yeah, you can lift this mirror, but like you're gonna have both hands and you're gonna have to.
Yeah, I'm just like kind of angle it towards the jar. Like, let's see if something happens to it.
It reflects the jar.
You
Nothing.
two are like children.
What? I'm no child.
All right. Well,
If you guys want to determine the magical nature of the mirror, you can make an Arcana check. All of you may do
I don't
this.
really.
Oh,
like
yes,
messing
of
with that
course.
Arcana stuff.
I
Oh,
suppose.
yeah, Arcana, my
That's
So
obvious
liking.
strength.
But
Look at that.
Ah,
Oh, look at that.
now who's the child now, huh?
Alright, color me a little impressed.
Gale succeeds and determines that yes, there is in fact a way to air quotes activate this mirror. 2 forms of damage need to be dealt to someone standing in before it where the circle has been placed. It's not an exact that circle, it is in that location where the circle has been placed. You're definitely
Look, I know how to
certain-
turn this thing on, but
One-
you're not going to like it.
You're definitely certain that fire needs to be out to someone standing there, and something darker.
dark.
Oh dear.
I don't have any dark abilities.
23 is quite high, actually. You know that necrotic damage needs to be dealt. Both fire and necrotic damage need to be affected someone on that circle, and the mirror will air quotes
Do we-
activate.
Do we
All
have
right.
any necrotic damage though?
Look,
I don't
look.
believe
It's,
so.
I think I know how to turn
I
this thing.
say we
but it's
take
not
the
gonna be good
mirror
for
and
Pippin.
get the hell out of here. We found it.
Yeah, I don't know if we
We
need to
did what
really
we
be
were
turning this
supposed
thing
to
on. We don't
do.
really know what it does, and telling by the scorch marks in the wood, nothing good for Pippin here. And we can't hurt Pippin, he's my favorite.
Big Red and Stupid can carry it out of here. Come on.
Yeah,
What-
come on,
yeah,
Big Red.
Hey, you don't address the team leader like that.
I've got Pippin,
Good
you got the
save.
mirror.
Pick it up. You want your payment, don't you?
All right, I'm gonna do a strength check and try to carry it out of here. Or just kind of, can I
You
just
don't
grab
need
it
to
and
do
start moving
strength
it?
checks, but you will be at half movement if you're carrying it.
Should we cover it? I don't know if it's a reflection, it's just gonna suddenly activate and
We should have
kill
brought
us all.
a. See, I thought it was gonna be like a hand mirror. If I knew it was gonna be this size, I would have brought a dolly or something.
Good boy.
Oh,
Do you
yeah.
want to search
Come
the
on.
room?
Oh, yeah. Maybe we should take a look around.
Alright, give me investigation checks from all of you.
Maybe there's some drapes over here.
Or perception.
I'll do perception.
I'll do investigation. Oh, natural 20!
So,
I
both
might
of
be a
you-
doddering old fool, but I'm still got it.
Both of you look around. These curtains would suffice if you were to rip them off. Look out to the street. There are these unopened chests here. That'll stand.
Yeah, I think maybe we should
Sharksa
look through those.
gravitates immediately towards you.
Yeah, it's sort of your whole deal.
Are
Are any of the chests locked?
They all seem to be locked. Yes.
All right, I'm gonna
Okay.
also put like a sheet or a bedroll or something over the mirror. to
Yeah,
stop
you have a bedroll on
reflections.
you. You can do that.
Okay, I'm gonna like cover it up and then start carrying it out.
Do thieves' tools count as lockpicks?
Yes. Lockpick.
Yeah, it has a bunch of stuff in the thieves tools. Yeah.
Can I pick the lock of this topmost chest here?
Right. As you're proficient in it, give me a sleight of hand check, please. This is the same modifier as a tools check. 21. Click! You open the chest, and inside it, you find it's very old, very dusty. There's a few spider webs, a few bugs crawl out the way, but you find 21 gold coins and a silk robe.
Ah.
Robe is not ominous at all, but we'll take those coins. I mean,
Now, to scale of 1 to Blood God, how culty is this robe?
It's pretty normal. It's more like a tabard of sorts that goes over just the chest and drapes
Ah,
down to
shucks.
the knees.
What a letdown.
Okay, do you want this, Gale? And she kind of holds out the robe.
Oh, it's not really my style. And
So-
As you go over to him, he's sort of like knocking on the middle chest, puts his ear to it, and says,
Ah, yes, wood.
Okay. I will state that it's silk's quite valuable material. That's worth a pretty penny. You're gonna have to find someone to buy it off you though.
Since Gale doesn't want it, Ashox is gonna just pack it in for now, and she's gonna go down to this second chest here while they have some time, and try to pick that one as well.
I'm gonna. This mirror's very heavy. I'm gonna leave without you guys. You better hurry up.
Ah, yes, also wood.
Oh dear lord.
So,
Somebody help me.
as you click the chest, the door opens, and revealing that there is 7 gold coins and a small metal rod. It seems to be made of gold.
Ashox doesn't take the time to inspect this at this point. She just shoves the coins into her pockets and then takes the shiny metal rod as well. And just looks over towards her companion.
Oh, yes, this one too is wood. Who would have thought?
Which one did you knock on there, sorry, Gale?
I just gotta go down the line here.
You knocked on this one at any point?
Yeah, I did.
Alright.
I just did.
As you knocked your hand, the first knock goes in, and the second knock, your hand is stuck.
Oh
And
my.
look, and
God.
you lift it a little to see that there's a purple mucus that's sticking your hand. And
Not wood.
the
Not wood.
The chest starts shaking as a gnarling is heard, and the chest is revealed to be a mimic.
No, it's not wood.
no.
Not wood.
As Dracorion
You're the-
says what he said about putting
Save
it,
me,
he then puts
girl.
down the mirror, turns beside him to watch the door close itself as an intimidating pale-skinned figure closes and
Oh.
locks the door. And we're gonna roll initiative.
Oh, well, I've got this under control.
Are you kidding me?
I'm telling you, it's definitely not wood.
Gale, you fell for the oldest trick in the book.
Alright.
What? What did I do?
Children, all of you.
Top of the round. Ashoksa, you're up. You are not surprised, and you look forward to see the snarling chest that is biting Gale, and you look over to Dracorion that has a very intimidating figure stepping towards.
Alright, Dracon, you can handle yourself for like 2 minutes, right? You two, sir, just
Oh,
give me
I'm
a
also
moment. And she
carrying
kind
the
of-
mirror.
she
You
kind of
did put down the
walks
mirror.
down.
I'm gonna let you.
She walks
Okay.
down to where.
Hey, you just
know,
want to give me
stuck
a
with
hand
the mimic,
here.
And she's gonna
This
take
one seems to have gotten
a
mine.
stab at the mimic with her daggers.
Alright, give me an attack with a dagger.
I'm not being grappled at all, am I? I just have
Uh,
purple goo on me.
You are stuck to him.
I'm stuck
hang
to
on,
it.
I
Okay,
think
great.
technically. That definitely hit, by the way. Roll critical damage.
Oh shit, nice.
Oh, nice.
Yes, you are grappled by him.
Oh my god.
But you do
What a
10
time
bloody
to
points of damage to him, which is nice.
By the gods.
Shocked that doesn't have time for this,
Alright, and as you can attack again as your bonus action.
She's so
Attack.
over it.
and she's gonna do that. Yeah.
Just tired of this old man.
That hits, roll damage.
Whole 24 hours they spent together.
4 points of damage. Alright, as about most of your movement, is that all you are going to do?
Oh, watch my hand. You nearly stabbed me.
Alright, that is your
You know
turn.
what? I don't think it'd be that much a loss. Calm down.
The mimic is up. And as you're stuck in the mimic's grasp, it sort of opens up the top of the chest, letting the front of your body fall into it and chomps down at your chest.
Oh,
Oh, God.
And as a 13 to hit,
Oh, dear. Let me look here.
Does-
I've got
does
that.
this
Yeah,
mimic
it
have a-
definitely hits. It's 10 AC. What the? What?
Does this mimic have like a really ugly tongue too?
oh yeah,
Like it's
Yeah, we
drooling?
that's hideous, yeah.
Oh,
I
it's
mean, yeah,
gross.
I'm covered in goo.
Not only oh, you're getting
Take
goo.
8 points of piercing damage.
All
my
right, that's
God.
nearly half of my health. We're off to a great start.
Oh my god.
You don't have shield. Oh no. Oh dear.
Nope,
Oh dear.
it's fine. Everything's under control.
Alright.
Keep stabbing it.
That is the mimic's turn. Dracorion, you turn to see this figure put with a large warhammer, rest it on his shoulder, takes 1 step forward and just looks at you and goes, "So who are you supposed to be? The entourage?"
Yo,
You're
listen.
his cousin.
No. Wait. Really?
No,
Never mind.
wait,
Are you guys okay back there?
Really?
Listen, me
You
and my
turn your
friends are
head.
just trying to get out of here. We don't like the
Everything's cool.
skeletons. We don't
You
like the
turn your
skeletons
head.
just like you.
as a hammer just clomp. Ooh!
Ooh.
God damn, okay.
That definitely is gonna land.
And that takes 7 points of damage.
Wait,
Not Demarge.
hold on.
Bludgeon.
You take full
Ow.
damage, unfortunately, because you are not yet raging.
Wow. So did Karakov close the door behind him?
He locked the door behind him, yes.
Oh, that's scary. He's confident.
Oh, yes.
Is it still then my turn?
It is now your turn, yes. Do you want me to mark that
Okay.
damage for you?
I wrote it down in. Yeah, can you do it for like? How do you want us to do it? Like, is there a spot?
You can
Like,
just edit yourself either by right-clicking on your token and changing the number at the bottom, or going onto your sheet and changing the left number of the 2 hit points.
okay, so 26.
Yeah. Hang on, I need a calculator because I'm big dumb. Yes, you should have 25 health.
Oh, 25.
Yeah,
Okay.
alright. But it is now your go, Draco.
Okay, that's obviously gonna make me a little angry.
Oh,
So I'm still kind of new to the whole. So I can go.
As a bonus action, you can rage,
Okay.
making
So
you
I would
deal
rage
more
before I
damage
attack.
and take
Or do I-
half as much. It's a bonus action. So in combat,
So
you
I
have an
so I should
action.
attack first.
It doesn't. You should bonus action rage first because then you get I think a bit more damage on your.
Okay.
He's
so I'm
asking
gonna-
if he can do it first.
Yeah, if you want to, yes.
Okay. Perfect.
The move you have a movement, bonus action, and an action. You also have a free action, which is usually dialogue.
Well, it looks like you and I are not gonna be friends, and get really angry, and then rage, and then I'm just gonna go for a great axe attack.
Do you attack recklessly? As you are a barbarian, you can do so. Reckless
your
attack
first
means you
attack
attack
on
at
your turn.
advantage, but it would have advantage to attack you.
But attack rolls against you have advantage until your next turn. Oh, no, just because I'm kind of like far away from people. I guess I'll just be kind of safe with it.
All right.
Just a normal
attack roll.
great axe swing.
Oh, you have to
Oh,
roll an attack.
okay, there we go. I'll do the first one normal.
That hits. Roll damage.
And damage. Ugh! Taste the blade.
Ah.
Taste the rainbow.
That's his catchphrase, really? I think that's already trademarked.
You think so?
As you slam it into his chest, he looks down and
This is-
pushes it away for a second.
There's
That hurt him.
still time to talk this out.
This is how he talks.
At the end of
And that's the end of my. That's me end of my turn. I don't think I can do anything else.
Gale, bad, slimy, sticky, oozy boy.
I see. Yes, well, this is a situation that really seems to call for either Witch Bolt or Firebolt, but as my hand is currently inside of the beast, I think I'll just go with Firebolt.
Okay, it is a ranged spell, so I think you attack it.
Oh, I'm going to be at disadvantage on it. I don't have anything that's melee. I do have my quarterstaff. I'm just going to hit it with my staff. Wait, what? How much?
Bonk!
No, I don't think that's gonna be enough.
They're not too hard to hit.
Whoa.
It is a.
Can I take the
sentient
disengage
form.
action, or is that just? Don't I take
As an
a? Can I?
action? Oh,
action?
you're grappling, so you'd have to make a either athletics or acrobatics check.
I am terrible at both of those things. So I think. Oh wait. Okay. All right. So I think I'm gonna use firebolts, but I also have saving face if I miss. Yeah. With
Oh yes, you
disadvantage.
do. That's a good one. I forgot about hobgoblins. Yeah.
So attack disadvantage.
6 does
Does
not
6.
hit, I'm afraid.
I'm gonna use saving face. So what does that do exactly? It's going to give me a bonus to the roll equal to the number of allies I can see. Okay, that's not worth it
So
actually.
that's
No, I'm not gonna use it. That'd only be not. That'd be
that'd be
8. So yeah.
it's
Yeah, it's
still
not worth
missing
it.
a mimic, yeah.
Yeah, I guess I can try that. But yeah, so that will probably be my turn. Firebolt is an action. That is rough.
you see the fire shoot out from his hands, and it just turns into a bubble, and the mimic almost just burps it out in a disgusting display.
As a bonus action, I will cast Wizardly Quill and start drawing what the insides of this thing looks like.
Oh, lovely. Very detailed.
I mean, if I'm gonna die, might as well leave behind some notes.
All right. Start of round 2.
All right. Ashaksa.
Ashaksa.
Sorry.
Ashaksa. Say it 3 times right now so you remember.
Ashaksa.
There you go. Not so bad.
Ashaksa is kind of flabbergasted at the sight of this man being half-eaten by a mimic and still taking the time to try and draw out said mimic.
Totally under control.
But she goes ahead and she takes a stab at the mimic with her daggers because she wants to finish this as quickly as possible.
Give me an attack.
And
All that hits.
yes. And murder time.
6. Oh yeah.
Murder.
And then she's gonna use her bonus action to do the same thing.
More murder.
But that hits. Roll damage. And minus another 5.
Nice.
Oh, and roll another 2d6 because I forgot last round. So roll 4d6 actually.
Okay. And
Oh, rogues.
And 14. Oh my god.
Come on, get me out of here.
That
Time
definitely
to
I'm dying!
hurt it quite a bit. It's now, let's see, it is an ooze, so let's do this.
I didn't live this long to die like this.
Nah, it's done. It's gonna hold its ground.
Oh my god.
This is a dumb ooze thinking about it. Alright. Speaking of dumb ooze, hey, guess who's biting again?
Hello.
I'm so sorry, Sauce. You can't. You're really screwed here.
I mean, I got myself in a situation.
17.
No, no. Yeah.
Oh my god!
Oh!
Oh no!
It has 2d8s? Oh, the acid. It's the acid. So I'm down.
You are
Oh,
unconscious,
I
yes.
pass out.
You swallowing
Ow.
him.
Ow.
You
Totally
I'm
under
trying
control.
to kill it.
Do
I
something.
didn't tell him to knock on the chest.
You watch as Gale's legs sort of sweep up into the air as his head slowly sinks into the chest. As you are
No.
brought unconscious.
Bad mimic. Drop it.
Bad boy.
Drop
Sit. Oh dear.
Oh my god. Kind of dealing with something up here. Can you guys get it together?
Gargov, a bit pissed that you had the audacity to just hit him. It's gonna hit you back.
Ah.
16, does that hit?
I believe so. I think
That
I'm
just
only.
hits, yes.
I'm at 15.
That just hits. So you take 5 halved to round it down. So you take 2 points of bludgeoning damage because you are raging.
Yes.
Oh, and also you do bonus damage when you're raging, don't you? So you should have done an additional 2. So you mark that now. But yeah, and he just smashes the hammer against you, and you grab it with your hand and do not look happy. It is now your go.
I kind of want to drop back to help.
You can use your action to disengage.
Okay, I will. I'm gonna attempt to disengage.
Alright, you move a square for free, as your action is spent away. You now have
Right,
30 feet of movement and a bonus action.
All right, we will. We will move to try to help out with the mimic. Was that too far? Shit, shoot, was that too far?
Hold on, you were here. You can just make that, yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, sorry, I didn't realize.
I don't think you
Okay,
can.
and then bonus. Can I bonus action attack or no?
No, you got to be dual wielding to do that.
Okay. Then I
You
will.
join us, Dracon.
Yes, I will.
It wasn't very smart to leave the guy with the warhammer at my back.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to help out, assist however I can, and that's the end of my.
You
Oh,
can.
oh, and there's a.
I'll be generous. As your bonus action, you can try and pull his body out of the mimic.
Please
Okay.
do.
So give
How do you want me to do that?
Athletics, please. There is a
got
DC
it.
you've got to meet. That does not
Yeah,
matter.
let go of him. He's not even that tasty.
You grab his britches and you start pulling, but unfortunately he's just stuck in there.
If
God.
Gale could hear that.
Gale!
Oh, by the Ashaksa, there's an angry guy at the front door.
You don't say!
I don't know if you saw that, but
He's
No,
pissed.
I saw it.
You
I
might need to
thought you
handle
were
that.
handling it, but I guess I was wrong.
oh, I thought you were
God.
handling this, but I was wrong.
Do you see how bloodied it is?
Gale, make
Do
me a
you
death
see
saving
it?
throw.
That is my work.
Where am I?
As you are being eaten by the ooze.
I
it's
knew
a
he would just
straight
get in the way.
If you look on your sheet, you just look on the bit at the bottom below your health. It says death saves. Just click on the word death saves.
Oh, okay.
It should
perfect.
roll it for you.
Yeah, yeah.
It is
nice.
just a flat D10. There's no modifier to death saves.
Wait, why is it adding a... Okay, there we go.
Oh,
I
dear.
failed.
Yep, that's a fail. You failed your first death saving throw.
No, no. Okay.
Ashoksa, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna take another stab at this mimic, because I need to get this guy done
so
as fast
sorry,
as
Saul.
possible.
It's supposed to go like this.
saw someone in my chat said, "Man got killed by furniture."
True. They're not wrong. Oh, PM2M? Yeah, I did, dude.
Yeah.
I did.
That misses, unfortunately.
I'll use my bonus action to stab at it again.
Let's actually make another attack.
Oh,
That misses.
oh no!
Oh no!
Rescue me, please.
The mimic is then going to spit out Gale, and as he flops to the side, and he's going to turn to Dracorion, because it doesn't like the big guy. Because it's not very smart. It is then going to latch out its tongue and try and swick at it in a very disgusting motion. Does a
Gross.
19 hit you, Dracorion?
Yes.
Right. You take 6 half to 3. So you take 3 points of damage.
This is starting to hurt.
You
Yeah.
are then pulled closer to the mimic. Please make me either an
Oh.
athletics or acrobatics check.
You guys are going to kill me, I swear to God.
No, at least you got the pseudopod and not the acid attack.
You fail and you are pulled in and are now
Oh, boy.
grappled by the
No!
We're gonna
Just go
die to the chest.
oh dear.
I love it. Keep going. Just go further in. Just burrow. He won't be expecting it. Oh dear.
Boy, here we go.
He's
Hi!
gonna come over and smash
How
my
you
skull. in.
doing?
He's gonna raise the hammer up above as you turn around, tries to drop it on your head.
Uh-huh. Mhm.
There's a 14 hit.
Ooh. Oof.
I have 14 armor.
Then meat hits, unfortunately.
Oh, right.
Oh dear.
Yep, then he
Take
hits me.
5 points
Everything's
of bludgeoning
cool.
damage.
That's not that much. It's not 18.
Can you
That's
do
good.
anything? No. As he just clocks you round the
Ashoksa
shoulder.
looks towards Dracon's, like, half-swallowed body, and she just goes, "This is all your freaking fault."
Speaking of freaking fault, Dracorion, it's your go.
Alright, I'm gonna get out.
You want to escape the grapple?
Yes.
Roll me
He's gonna
an
escape this
athletics
room, he's
or
just running.
acrobatics. This classes as your bonus action, by the way. It usually is an action, but oh, that does not make it, I'm afraid.
Let go of me.
You can just attack it if you wish, though. No
I'm gonna
negative
attack it?
when you're being grappled by it.
What do I do then?
Just
like
to hit it with your axe again.
Smash.
Alright, I can do that.
Do you want to reckless or normal?
Oh, I'm reckless.
All right,
You could
attack at
cut off
advantage.
your own arm.
I'm pissed.
Oh! Roll critical
Yeah,
damage.
he is pissed. Okay.
Ah, you damn piece of furniture!
Perfect barbarian moment.
That is
Nice.
exactly how many hit points it had.
Yes!
As you slam your axe into the middle of the creature, it slowly inflates into a bubble and then
Rico!
pops into a disgusting mess.
Absolutely disgusting. Serious.
If I was conscious, I would definitely be getting it scraps.
It's in between
Right.
my scales.
For evidence.
Fails. Make me a death saving throw.
All right, let's see how closer to the grave I can get. Somebody please, please God, stabilize me.
Oh
No! At least it's not a 1. At least it's not a 1.
Oh no!
Somebody stabilize me, please.
2 more to make. Oh, dear.
It's not looking good.
Ashaksa, you're up. Big angry vampire man. Oh dear.
Ashaksa looks between the vampire and Gil's.
Gale's half-dissolved face.
You gotta give me mouth to mouth,
It's
Draco.
like, is it really the smartest idea for me to try to help this guy right now?
I
With
will-
the
I
really
will say,
angry vampire.
Character-wise, probably not, actually.
I will
Probably
say,
not.
In my
So
game,
she's-
I apply a flanking rule in which if an ally is directly opposed to another enemy, so say you were here and Dracorion was here, you would get advantage on the attack.
Yes, but Dracorion's not there, and the only other person there is a body right now.
Just to clarify for future's sake, you can also move
You
freely.
can pass your turn.
Yeah, you can move freely
Or hold.
around an opponent without encouraging attacks of opportunity. You only encourage an attack of opportunity when you leave their range.
Oh, okay.
I guess I'm gonna move this way.
Is Dracorian right after Meepa?
He is.
And I'm gonna
The
take a stab
vampire
at Vampire Dude.
Alright, give me a stab.
Stabby stab. Stab time.
Ever.
Second. That hits.
Ooh.
Roll damage. And roll
I wish I could roll above 10.
Sneak attack again?
Roll
That is
2d6.
2d6?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna take another stab at him.
Take stab as a bonus action. Cha-cha-cha. That hits. Roll damage.
And
7. He
Yeah.
is still up, but my god, is he pissed. Sort of
I
turns.
don't appreciate the Warhammer to the face. I could have had a nice conversation, but no. I am surrounded by idiots, and so we have to answer everything with swords. Well, did you like that, my friend?
That is your turn. As he turns to you, his eyes glow red for a moment, and he says, "Who is this vile woman?" And he attempts to grapple you. Give me an acrobatics or athletics check.
Okay, we'll do acrobatics. Oh, wow. That is impressive.
Luckily, he rolled worse.
Ooh.
As he goes to grab you, and he does manage to grab your wrist, and you slip your hand out of it at the last second as he fails.
She kind of just, as she slips free, she kind of just backhands him. Like, don't touch me.
Alright, that is his action. Vicorion, you're up.
Yes. I am just gonna bonk him on the back of the head.
Could
Really
give him a bump.
hard.
If you, you have advantage because you are flanking.
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
Should I still do it with my great axe or?
Yes. Wow, it's probably better, yeah. Attack at advantage.
Yeah, I'll just.
That hits. Roll damage. He is dead.
I'm just gonna lightly tap him on the back of the head and.
Lightly
uh,
cave in his skull, chopping it in half, splitting open his face as he falls to his
And-
knees and drops.
He's not subtle.
Since Karakov is down, can Ashaksa now move down and stabilize Gale?
It is
think
the
I gotta
end of
make a roll.
combat. Both of you may now make a medicine check, yes.
Please, God, save my
Don't
life.
worry, I have the gentlest hands and
Oh no,
all
I'm
of
so
valid.
dead. I'm so dead.
Definitely,
Uh,
definitely
Oh,
not
it's
Ashaksa.
Vicorion, make a
Incredibly
medicine
dead.
check.
Don't worry, this isn't gonna
It's
hurt
alright, I
at
didn't
all.
care about this guy anyways.
You just succeed.
Oh.
So, Gale is still unconscious, but he's now stabilized.
Yes,
So he's no longer dying, and
That's
that is
nice.
the end of initiative.
I knew you'd get in the way. I'm gonna start looting the guy. This guy,
Yeah.
this guy really ticked me off. What is this guy all about?
He has a warhammer and a full plate suit of armor.
Can I use any of that?
You can use the warhammer.
Is the warhammer better than my great axe?
A warhammer is a versatile weapon, meaning you can wield it in one hand or two. It is a d8 damage when it's in one hand and a d10 in two.
I guess it's up to your preference.
Yeah. I'm just gonna look at it for a little bit and think about it, and then
What's
check
looting?
his pockets and whatnot.
Full
trying to
plate
look
armor,
for a
by the
note.
way, is expensive. Even though you can't
Yeah.
use it, it's valuable. We're talking 1,000.
Since
It's-
Gale is stabilized for now, Shox is just gonna go to the chest that wasn't a mimic, and she kind of inspects
No,
it first
no,
to make
let's-
sure.
It's another one.
Yeah, if it's another mimic.
Another
I mean, there's no way there's two of them.
Give me a perception check.
Oh Jesus, it's definitely another mimic.
like one mimic's always good enough. Two, that's a little much.
That's a little
Even-
low.
19.
for us,
There, it is
bunch of
not in
skeletals.
fact breathing.
Yay!
Alright, so she
Alright.
takes the time to lockpick this chest and open it up and see what's in it.
I'm so sorry. There is a potion of healing. It's genuinely a potion of healing. in
Hey,
there.
that's pretty good.
And
Hey,
there
this
is
works
12
out.
gold.
Ashoxa looks towards Gale while balancing the potion of healing in her hands, and she debates on it a little bit. It's like,
Yeah.
I
Mm.
don't appreciate that vampire hitting you that way.
Yeah, but we gotta get
I
out of here.
appreciate him, this guy making you look like an idiot even less. So,
Oh.
I'm just gonna...
So, what are you?
Please drag me back to safety.
Okay, I'll drag you kind of to the door.
You can use the mirror as a gurney.
We need. What did you get out of the chest? Did you
Oh,
get
he had a key on him to
Nothing,
unlock the door,
nothing.
by the way. I should probably unlock the door now. Yeah.
Nothing but
Do
death.
you give him the potion then?
Ashox is thinking about it,
I
but
don't think
she
she
hasn't revealed that she even has
Listen,
the potion yet.
We're gonna have
so.
to leave. We're
Oh,
gonna have to
man.
leave him here. Do you want to leave Gale behind?
Oh
I wouldn't care either way.
Why? You can
Well-
use the mirror as a gurney.
Feel like we need him. And his dragons
Reason.
with our other
What
dragons.
has
and
he
if,
done that has
if we
been
show up,
remotely useful?
without Gale and we get
He's
on
got
our
this
dragons, and
love.
that dragon's left here alone, I'm not leaving an orphan dragon in this world.
I'm not leaving a dragon orphan.
Ashoxa thinks about the dragon, and then she thinks about Shadowbane, and she would be really sad if Shadowbane never got to see her again. So, for the dragon's sake, she passes the potion of healing to Dracon. Here, this is what I found.
And I tilt Gale's head back, and I just
Tilt it back,
Dump it
help
down.
it down his throat.
yeah.
Roll 2d4 plus 2.
You want me to roll
Meanwhile,
it, Draco?
It
Ashoxa
doesn't really matter.
finishes
what
looting the
you roll.
body
you roll
and
it.
gets
You
the
roll
key.
it. It's your health.
2d4 plus 2?
And she unlocks the door
Alright.
while they're
Seven.
taking care of that.
Nice.
7. You are conscious again. And up to 7.
Welcome back.
Oh, I'm alive! I just pat over my belongings, I check all of my trinkets, and I look at Pippin. I say, Pippin, I'm alive!
The centipede curls up into a ball. Well, not a ball, but like a spiral.
Good to see you too, little buddy. All right, what's happening? What's going on?
You got
Last
it.
thing I
we're
remember, I was
moving.
covered
A mimic
in
just
some
ate
sort of
you.
purple viscous goo.
All right. Do we want to take his
And
plate
I'm still
armor?
covered in it.
I think we're gonna leave the plate armor behind. It's quite heavy.
It's
But
very
we could
heavy.
just we could put the plate armor on the mirror. It would probably scratch it, but who cares, right?
I mean,
I
this
think
seems
our,
pretty well
I
put
think our
together. We
employers
could each
repair quite a bit, and
Can we
I'd
each
like to
carry a
get
piece?
paid. In this
Alright.
century, preferably.
Fine. All right. I grab
What
the
are
mirror,
you
leave
in
the
such
plate
a
armor
rush
behind.
for?
I leave the plate
Did
armor
you not
behind. and I
notice
leave the
that we
hammer.
just fought a mimic and a vampire lord? Do you think that sort of stuff goes unnoticed around here?
Miss, I just saw the light before my eyes and my entire life flash in an instant.
Listen,
Alright.
we
Time
need
means
to
nothing
get
to
out
me.
of here.
Yep, I
All
agree.
right, all right,
Cover
fine.
me. Cover me. I'm gonna drag the mirror out. Someone check the door. Check outside. What do you see? Crack it open.
What?
As you open the door, you see skeletons that seem to have just suddenly dropped, as their master is no longer empowering them.
Oh.
Dead skeletons. I see dead
Necromancer.
But
skeletons.
you do see the 2 wyverns from earlier flying overhead.
Oh
They're
dear.
searching for something.
And I see dragons. So...
Dragons? Where can
Well.
I study them?
Fun
Oh.
times. Yeah,
So-
well...
You, if you want to drag the mirror out through the streets, you will have to make stealth checks opposing the two wyverns' perceptions. Luckily, you are now within whistling range of your wyverns.
I can lay down another fog cloud.
That would give you advantage.
Yeah, we need to get out of here, preferably without having to scrap with those things.
All right, I'm
Listen,
going to go up to the keyhole, and I'm going to
someone go
my
get their
smoke out of it.
Someone go get their dragon, and we'll toss the mirror on the dragon, and we'll go.
Well, Ashaxa looks at him and she just goes, I would, but there's two of them circling, and I have no way of blocking their view from above, so...
You said you were the stealthy one.
I am. I would prefer better chances than you lugging
Place
a
the
giant
template
mirror
there.
around.
Yep, I gotta
Well.
think of where I want to put it.
I think I can only put it like outside of the door, right? I can't really put it around the wall or anything.
How big is it again? It's 20
It's
foot?
20 feet, yeah.
I could say you could put it anywhere from the building, to be a little generous.
Alright. I guess I'll put it here.
Alright, so mad dash to the dragons?
Yeah,
yes?
that's enough to give you advantage. Yeah, just overall to the door. Yeah. So
Alright, you
all
wanna
of you give me
split-
stealth checks at advantage. This is another group check.
Okay.
Don't worry, the fog is completely safe to breathe, I think.
Very good.
Well, it's mostly safe.
Very
sorry,
good.
advantage? Well, that's pretty good. I think I'll just take that.
The life
these
drinker
wyverns
wyverns
see
do not see
nothing.
you as you, carrying the mirror on your back, make it back to your wyverns. Dog the Dragon seems completely unamused. Valek seems to raise up his head as he seems to be fighting at something. And Shadowbane can't stop patting his little wings on the ground. So happy to see you.
Somebody help me tie
Shadowbane's
this.
doing happy wyvern tippy taps.
Yes.
He
Yes.
really is. It's adorable. Or she.
I start tying up the mirror on the back of dog.
You tie up the mirror. It's pretty secure.
Alright.
I show Balak Pippin. You've got a good little friend here, Balak.
We need to
puts his
somehow
nose up against it.
There.
We're gonna have to somehow stealthily get out of here without being seen by those other dragons that were flying about.
Ah, yes, of course. Well, let me see
Ashaxa
what
can
I've
already
got
be
here through
seen
this
kind of
big old
like,
book of
she's
mine.
on the back of her dragon and she's slowly making her way out to the water, but they're like in the water a little bit.
You swim
To
your
reach
way out
the-
until you're at a certain distance. Is that the plan?
Yeah.
Dog doesn't like swimming very
Since
much. but
since she and her dragon are just so dark and it's already like permanently night and foggy around here, the idea is they won't notice her.
I say, yeah, if you all swim out, you do not need to make another check, and I'll say you will manage to successfully make it out into the open water yet again.
Swim!
However, there's a
So
bit of a
cold.
problem. As you're going
Oh
out
dear.
to the open water, as you're swimming your way back, you unfortunately notice that 4 life drinker wyverns return as they were victorious. And the 3 knights that were escorting you are no longer in the land of the living and have been added to the vampire's army of the dead.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh, just our luck.
maybe they'll leave us alone.
Oh, yeah, sure.
You really think that's gonna work? I don't know. I can try to charm them. I'm rather charismatic.
No, please, no.
Put on
please.
your moves.
We need to
Well,
get
Time
we
my
just
hair
need to
back.
get back towards our employers and see what's what and let them
We
deal with the
need
issue.
to hide.
We could also hide. Yes.
Let's hide.
We're in open water. How are we supposed to hide?
Exactly.
There's no land. I look around. I don't-
There's the land continent that you see back behind you, and you look up to open waters. There's probably a few large rocks you can see out into the distance that could house all 3 of you if you're not there for too long.
Wait a minute. I have the perfect idea. I think. Maybe. We'll see. 1 second. Oh boy. Let me see here. Just 1 moment. Just gotta read. He pulls out his giant tome and starts flipping through. There's gotta be something in this book. It's so huge. Oh dear. Oh, I think I might have something. Hold. I do know rope trick, which creates an extra dimensional space that we'd be able to stay in for, I believe, an hour. Yeah, 1 hour.
That's enough to have a short rest.
And so maybe we could speed somewhere, try to get away from them, and then go in the rope trick.
You want to like
Maybe-
search for a rock out in the open that's large enough for all of you, essentially.
I mean, it's an extra dimensional space that we can just sort of chill in. If it's over open water, I don't know if these things are...
Just
They're
open
undead,
it up, yeah.
so I don't know if they'll run out of energy.
The problem is you could fit all three of you inside that room. You
But
cannot
not
fit
the
wyverns.
wyverns. No.
They're a bit big.
Hmm.
And it is 5 foot.
Yep. Well, that's not gonna work. Never mind. Nothing is useful in this book.
Slams
Oh.
it shut, puts it back on his back.
Yeah, I thought you would have been useful.
I could put us all to
Shadowbane
sleep and
a
make our
Shock
death
are just
easier.
distancing themselves from like the most noticeable pair because
You're
Shadowbane
trying
is not
to
really
stealth behind
that
them, less noticeable.
visible a dragon, so
Yeah.
just chilling. Don't mind me, guys. I'll be back here.
So do you just
Well-
fly out and get distance?
I think we
Mad
get
dash.
distance. Yeah, mad dash.
Mad
dash.
You are all dashing, so you want to use your action to double your movement speed.
I think so, if we can get ahead of them.
Alright, dashing is a very good idea. It will be a bit tiring on your wyvern, so they couldn't do it for too long. But they can certainly dash, doubling your distance. As they were distracted by the battle, they do not follow your lead, and you manage to successfully escape
Oh, I'm so glad I had tried to charm them.
into open waters.
We did
As
it.
the sun slowly raises, bringing more light to the dead god in the sky.
Yeah.
As you're now in open waters, the smell's actually quite nice in Seafair.
Well,
Ah,
I hope,
yes.
I hope this was the right mirror. Because a lot of
We
people
didn't
died
really
for
took.
this.
We didn't take a lot of time to look around, but I'm sure it's it. I mean, it's so
exactly
dominant.
3 people died for
And
this.
engraved. Oh
Those
yeah, I
those
forgot
guards
about
were
them.
definitely. They were definitely dead. We didn't have to go back for them, right? Like they were.
Oh
Saw
no,
their
they
wives
Why
clearly
would we
in
go
the
turned.
back
sky.
for them?
Yeah, no, they're
They
dead.
knew what they were
Ah,
signing
okay.
up for.
Well, rather they're undead, I suppose.
Well, I'm saying we show back up to the post and we're alive with the mirror. Looks a little sketchy.
Yeah,
What,
I'm
do you
sure
want
they
us
won't
to show
notice
up
that
as
it's
the
missing.
post undead with the mirror? Do you think that would have made a better impression on them?
I'm saying they might be a little angry, but I don't care.
I mean, they sent them into a frontal assault. They knew the
Not
they
my
knew the risk.
problem. Suicide missions are their fault.
At least
As
we
long
got
as
paid
I
up
get
front.
paid, I don't care.
We got paid up front, right? I forget.
You did not.
Oh dear.
No, they have all the gold.
Maybe we
They
leave
have
out
paid
the
up front
detail.
for
Oh,
shots,
okay,
they wouldn't
okay.
have
When we
even
get
made
back,
it
we'll
better.
leave out the detail. We have no idea what happened to the other 3.
Yeah,
We
you
don't
died.
have
lost
any
in the
idea
battle.
what
Died.
happened
We'll
to
just
the
tell
other
the
three.
truth.
I died. We rushed out of there, and we have no idea what happened to them.
If you died, you wouldn't be here talking right now.
We have the magic mirror unbroken.
Okay, so I almost died. We have the magic mirror. We have no idea what happened to the other 3.
And if they don't pay us, we break the mirror.
Yes, and if they don't, or yeah, well, maybe. Well, maybe we don't break the mirror. I don't want to let loose whatever's in there without knowing what it is.
Well, if it's really that bad, they'll give us our gold. Just in case.
Ah, we use it as a hostage. Yes,
Yes.
yes. Oh, I like the way you think, Drakey.
idiots.
What was your name? Drakon? Sorry.
Dracon.
Ah, what'd you say? What?
It's Dracon!
Okay.
Where is the other one?
I don't know. She's somewhere back there.
You look back and a little below you.
Broody, probably.
A dragon flying a bit more serpent-like underneath you. In comparison to you two.
Shadowbane kind of like looks up when he notices they're looking his way, and you see him like kind of give a weird dragony smile.
He's a good
Oh,
boy.
he's a rather good boy, isn't he?
Alright.
Yeah.
So,
He gets a little excited because he gets attention, so he gets a little closer.
he doesn't get it often and he likes it. Right, so you're all heading back to Tyr Stolheim, yes? Or the fort,
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Unless we take the mirror with us and discover its secrets.
luckily,
Obviously, they want their hands on it for some reason.
luckily the 3 of you, as you're just riding your wyverns, get to have a long rest as it takes you all day to get back there.
Yay! So
build.
that
As
means
we're
our health is
flying-
restored, right?
Yes, you
Yeah.
click on your sheet, and there is a long rest button near the top left, just under your name.
Oh, look at that.
And it automatically applies everything you get on a long rest.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm definitely gonna need
Yeah,
those.
this program's way better than Roll20.
It is, yeah.
Very smooth.
Oh my
yes.
goodness, like it actually does everything we want it to do. It's insane.
It's amazing.
So that was.
As
that's
we're
a
taking the long
solid-
rest,
Mhm.
That's a solid bookmark, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so, actually. But as we're taking the long rest, can I think of, can Gale think on the Fort Tyrstolm? Tyrstolm?
Stolheim.
Tyrstolheim, yeah. Can I think of, like, what they've been doing throughout this war, or, like, what they've been trying to accomplish down south, and if they have good
Make me a
intentions?
history check.
Ah! Finally, a decent roll.
19. The Yaldans, well, when the god died, and all the people had to split away in their cultures and form up their own ways of survival in these trying times, the Yaldans took very different approaches. Of the 3 old Yaldans, one of them became way too aggressive and were nothing but Viking-esque raiders. One of them became too much of explorers and were very much helping to everyone they met. And Tyrstolheim was known for being in between, equal parts savage as they are meek. They love trading with their allies and friends, but they also raid and pillage just as much as any others. They do have a huge code of honor, though, and respect. Most people do not like the undead southern kingdoms and try to invade them because in their eyes it's just free land because they don't have any allies. But Tyrstolheim probably has ideas of expansion in mind, which most would be okay with, as the northern Yaldams are the smallest of all the lands. They are little more than a collection of islands.
Okay. Alright, that should be all I need to know, unless we want to do anything else. Otherwise, I think that's
No, I'm good.
riding into Tyrstolheim. will be
Yeah,
a
I don't
good
know if we have to
intro into the
stop
next
at
one.
all, but if we can just do it.
You stopped dashing a few hours into the journey, didn't you? So the wyverns aren't exhausted, they're just...
Yeah.
Alright. As you flap your wings over, you fly on overhead towards the fort. Strangely enough, there are no guards, there is no activity.
Oh dear.
There doesn't seem to be anyone there, and there seems to be something bizarre about the door. The guards that were there before do not greet you, and the gate is in fact closed. As you fly your wyverns in overhead, there are burn marks, but there's no smoke or ash. Something's not there. I want all of you to make me investigation or arcana checks. And Draco's still loading in for some reason. We'll give him a minute.
18.
Come on, get me in.
Well,
You can do
Gale
it.
was successful. You notice that you notice that there is a burned scorch mark that looks like fire, but it's not fire. It's acid. Acid has been burned up against the wall of this fort, and has
Flashback to the
dissolved it,
mimic.
but not destroyed it. You look over towards the gate, and the gate is halfway ajar, enough for one of you to just open it fully if you wish. But there is a hand that has been stapled to the top of the door.
That's always a good sign.
I'll
I
grab
have a
grab
feeling
the
I'm
hand.
not getting paid.
I'll grab the hand and rip it off the.
You
Door.
rip the hand off. Yep, that's a human hand.
All right. Well, another mystery solved. I'll just throw it on the ground if it doesn't look like it's anything significant.
Keep your eyes peeled for those chests. They could be
Yeah.
anywhere.
What was the guy's name again that we were?
Shadowbane
right
kind of
here?
just nudges the door open.
Right,
The
looks
Jarl-
up his
the
nose.
Jarl-
You
the
look
Jarl?
forward, Jarl Tarkon.
Jarl. Okay.
You look forward and see the courtyard is completely empty, Bar Jarl Tarkon, whose body is standing by unknown means as his head is missing.
Damn it! I'm not getting paid.
Is that really what you're worried about?
Maybe they left
Oh,
something
oh my
behind.
goodness.
Where's his little house thing?
Where did everyone go?
There are acid marks and scorches all across the land. The Wyvern Towers are half destroyed. There are no bodies and corpses, and there is a clicking noise that can be heard behind the pyre.
Oh.
Oh dear.
As a small head, much smaller than your wyverns, but still nothing to dismiss, pokes round. You recognize this figure. Actually, all of you give me nature checks, as it starts curling round the corner.
I've seen this thing
Ashaksa,
before.
out of instinct, is gonna throw a dagger at it.
Spam. Ask questions later, once it's dead.
Alright, give me an attack roll. At advantage, because it did not see that coming. It's roll damage and sneak attack.
It could be a friend.
And then roll 2d6.
I mean, it could be.
Okay.
Oh dear.
Okay, as you just in Draconic, it screams something. You don't know what it says. Jacaron, you hear it says, "So much for talking!" As it
Oh, it didn't.
Ew.
gonna roll.
Ah.
We'll have this fight and then we'll end the session here.
All right. Were we supposed to talk to it? All right. Well, diplomacy is out the window.
Initiative begins. Dracoran, you're up. Dog moves when you move, and you have control over his actions. He moves after you move.
Okay. Was I
Don't
able
kill
to
it. I have an idea.
Can I understand it? Is it speaking Draconic?
It spoke Draconic, yes. You understood what it said.
Okay.
It's intelligent.
Oh, I will relay what he kind of like mentioned to everybody else, and then I'm gonna try to talk like, okay, we misunderstood. What's the situation? Are you okay? Do you need help?
Oh dear.
Is that all you do? You move to that?
Yeah.
Do you crush the standing body of the dead Jarl?
Yeah, with dog.
Yeah, dog.
He
can
doesn't matter
crush it.
anymore. He doesn't have money.
Yeah, dog crushes
Squish!
it.
Oh my god.
His body is crushed.
Doesn't have money. What?
Okay.
He had a family.
Unfortunately,
He was also dead, and dog.
the Black Dragon Wormling is now up.
Uh-oh.
As it...
Did you say black dragon?
I did.
Oh dear.
As it takes 2 steps forward, breathes back, and it's going to breathe its acid breath before you. And it's gonna target it at the one that threw a fucking dagger at it.
The barbarian has more self-control than the rogue.
And I need both Akshosa and Shadowbane to make dexterity saving throws. You can click on the token and then just click on the dexterity saving throw and it'll roll it for you. Akshosa succeeds and takes half the damage.
Jeez.
Do one for Shadowbane, who unfortunately fails.
Oh no. Not dog. I mean the
So-
other dog.
Akshosa, you take 12 damage and Shadowbane takes 24.
Okay, I took 12 and 24 for nobody. Ooh, that's not the right button. I need to be better about this. Okay,
I can do it for you if it's an issue.
my brain is not working at this
It's
interval
alright.
of time.
Alright.
It's
Yeah,
86 health, I think he's at.
I got a calculator, it's all good.
It did 5d8.
Oh yeah. Right.
Shadowbane kind of lets out this really loud, pitiful
Oh no.
and
Ew.
backs away a step.
Like a dog
From
whose
the-
paw has been stepped on. It is now your go.
My go?
Yes. Your Shadowbane goes after you go. You are in complete
Okay.
control of his sheet.
So,
Okay.
Ashaksa at this point has no mercy for the Black Dragon Wormling. Where at one point she was just reacting, now she's out for murder. So, she's gonna throw her dagger at the dragon.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Attack roll. Oh, that hits. Roll critical damage, and that is your second dagger thrown, so you're now out of daggers. But roll critical damage.
Gee.
And roll sneak attack.
Holy
Oh my God.
cow!
It's dead!
Jeez! It's a murder machine.
Just
It's
tell me what your
just-
name is.
As the dragon takes a stab at the heart, and he just goes, Mother! I
Shaksa
failed!
kind of gets off her wyvern at this point.
As it curls up, dead.
And she's just like, that's what I fucking thought. And she pulls out her daggers from the body and just goes back to her wyvern.
Alright, initiative is now over.
Gale takes out his tome, where he wrote down very stabby, and underlines it a few more times.
Alright. You look around the area. Luckily, the 3 gold chests of wealth are still by the war table.
Oh, thank God.
But something else is by the war table.
Ah.
Another wormling. As it crawls out from under. And then another one from out the bush.
Oh. Oh dear, this is not looking good.
And
Alright,
then
pack
another
up-
one from behind the wood.
Oh,
And then you hear a flapping noise coming from behind the barricade.
Alright, Ashoka, how bad do you want this gold?
I want it.
As a younger dragon, but still quite intimidating, flies overhead and places its
No.
paw on the table.
Not in front of the gold.
And it
Of
turns to you.
course.
Is this all you want? Pushes forward the chests.
Yeah, that just about sums it. That's literally all we came here for, and all we want to leave with.
Then
so
give me the mirror, and you can be gone with this trinket. And he pushes it to the ground.
Mirror?
Yeah, that's
what?
fine.
What in the world?
Mirror.
We don't have a mirror. Ashoka. Don't tell us we have the mirror.
I just want my payment. I don't care about
about
the
you-
squabbles.
How about you guys? This is the plan we were talking about. How about you give us the gold, or maybe we'll break the mirror.
Yeah, what about that, pal?
Roll me an intimidation
Shaksa kind of just
check, quickly.
pinches her brow.
Roll me an intimidation check. You check over it.
Or maybe
We're
we'll break
crazy.
the mirror.
We'll friggin' do it!
Hey,
What
hey,
about-
Ashaksa's actually proficient in intimidation. Can't she just kind of
That's
like
fitting.
sit there
You
and
can-
look scary and
you know
help
what?
him?
Yeah, you use your action to assist him, make it an advantage.
She just reveals the daggers again.
Yeah.
You want a taste of these?
Am I the one rolling with advantage, or is
Dracarian
Dracon
has
rolling
advantage,
again?
so he can roll it again, basically.
Oh, I do.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
My bad.
He's
Do it.
assisting you,
Said that.
basically.
Do it.
Oh, okay, she's assisting me. So just
The
roll.
stabby
so I
lady
roll,
is assisting.
I roll
Just roll it again.
intimidation.
And it'll pass it.
Intimidation with
Yeah.
advantage.
Just roll it again one more time. As if it
Normally?
was advantage.
Okay.
Just roll it normally. 'cause
Oh,
you already rolled-
God.
wow. Ashaksa kind of like looks at
Man.
Dracon and just like, you are extraordinarily bad at being who you are. Do you know that, right?
Wow.
Kind of
I
hard.
know I should have said it. We were gonna break the mirror.
The
Would have been
dragon
better.
does not seem
Had-
phased.
Would have had more of a ring to it, but
You do
All right,
know what
all
you
right.
have, do you?
Go.
You got a
What, do you
pretty
take us
good
for amateurs?
idea. I just
Yeah, we
don't
know. Fire,
care.
necromancy, what have you. That's all stuff I've seen before.
That mirror houses one of the last living devils. Hand it over.
devils live? That's news to me.
Make a history check, all of you. Or religion, whichever you prefer.
Ashaksa is an absolute agnostic/atheist individual. So she is not gonna do well here. Oh,
I don't know if you can be an atheist
Surprises
in,
people.
in the world where a dead god is the sun.
Floating in the sky. Gale,
that's
It's just a
that's
simulation.
Just some dude who bit off more than he can chew.
just a dude who bit up more than he can chew. Gale, you succeed. The event, or the war, I should say, that kicked off the killing of the god was known as the Blood War. An endless, horrific conflict between devils and demons. That conflict was seemingly endless. Endless swarms and waves of each other crashing against the banks, until one day it was revealed that the King of the Devils wanted the blood war to continue. And as soon as that was revealed, his own general betrayed him. Unfortunately, without their leadership, the devils were no match for the demon horde, and fell. And once the demons fell, they took to the overworld. The god, in his last act of defiance, came down and struck at the demons, only to be killed, and his corpse corrupted. The devils were thought wiped out at the end of the Blood War. Some claim to have survived, especially the more powerful ones, but they are very rarely seen, if at all ever.
Is the Black Dragon monologuing this?
A little bit.
Yeah,
You
Shox is
know,
kind of like tuned him out at
Mr.
this point. You just see her waving her hand in a circle, like, yeah. Get
You
on
know,
with
Mr.
it.
Wait, what was your name again? We didn't quite catch it.
My name is Derntooth.
Tooth. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. You know, I have a very peculiar idea at the moment. I don't suppose there's any more of these mirrors out there, are there? Or something similar, maybe.
I
You
do
you
not
might
know,
want to get your
nor do I care. My mother
toothy
has
claws
sent me
on.
to fetch it.
Well, the three
Do
of
you
us have
know-
proven ourselves to be very
This is
effective
the
at fetching it for
mirror
you.
That you're looking for.
I believe
Like,
so,
we don't even
yes.
know. So, how do you know? You can't prove it, can you?
Make me a persuasion check. Or persuasion or deception, because of the way you're
I'll
wording
do
this.
deception.
I'm trying.
Oh
to
my
persuade.
god!
What?
We're
All right,
terrible
well-
at this.
You can
Yeah,
make
we're
a
not
persuasion
doing good
check
at all.
there, Gale.
I'm trying to get on his side.
Yeah, you make a persuasion check.
Now we've proven ourselves to be rather good at fetching these sort of artifacts your mother might be in search of. Where is persuasion? Here we go. Yeah, perhaps we might be able to do some business in the future. God.
It's been a long day.
No, we just
We've
flown,
been-
like it was a day of flying. Like our dragons were tired. Everyone's tired. So okay, this is a tough decision because it's like we really want the gold, but also
What bond do you have to this mirror? What does it mean to you?
Well, you just
It
said
means money.
Money!
Then hand
there's
it,
a-
and the money shall be yours.
You know, I don't trust you.
But if there's a devil
Give
inside
me the money first, and
mirror-
I'll give you the mirror.
Its teeth
Yeah, what if the devil has more
gnarl
money?
up above its skull-like proportioned face, and it leans
Alright.
in closer. Why do I not seem trustworthy to you?
I believe him.
No, I
Let's,
just
I don't know. He seems like a
instinctively
pretty good guy now that he's puts it
don't
that.
trust people that don't pay me. You know? And we've already did what we were sent to do, so that money's already ours. So by refusing me payment, well then I can't just give you the mirror.
Is it employment you seek? My mother
Yeah,
is always looking
employment.
for more hands.
Wait.
No,
Oh.
no, no,
Oh,
no,
wait,
no.
wait. Yes,
Don't
yes,
get
yes.
this mixed up.
Wait, hold on.
I
You
want
seem
my payment.
conflicted in your decision. I will
Yeah,
let
let's hear
you
the man
speak
out,
together
Ashspawn.
for a moment in private.
Huh?
Come,
Oh, goodness.
as the wormlings sort of fly over and skitter past you all.
Ew.
Oh, this could be good for us. I've never
Decide.
done business with the dragon before.
I am being generous in letting you live and not toying with your corpses. For my mother did not want bloodshed of those uninvolved, but if it was up to my whims, she would be dead already, and it turns its back
I'm
to you
so
and
honored.
walks towards the gold.
Thank you.
Look,
Let's you
look.
discuss.
Maybe.
Hey, let's you realize that we
All right,
bash
all
his
right.
brain.
Let's huddle up here. Let's huddle up here. Don't.
I
It's
will
very
let you.
slippery, and you gotta be careful. Hey, all right, huddle. Team huddle.
Okay.
The
All right,
white
all
one's
right.
huddling next to you.
Okay.
So-
So, the problem.
You
is...
just see Shadowbane licking his wing. where he got
You
his
know,
fat
Shox,
on
typically, dragons have tons and tons of gold. Which sounds nice,
Mhm.
right? Right?
Dragons also kill lots and lots of people. I know a
Who
raw deal when I see
also
one.
have gold. And that's
What
good
if-
for
I
business.
have an idea. What if we
Hmm.
tell them that we want triple this amount of gold, and we will hand deliver the mirror to his mother? If she gives us
You know, the
Right,
last
right.
time
Triple
we
the
tried
amount
to
of gold.
persuade him of something,
Yeah,
didn't
maybe that
go
night.
over well.
Yeah, she's very right about
If we
that.
deliver it personally, she would have to give us gold. Lots
Look.
of it.
If
Right,
we
all right.
deliver
So
it
dragons have
personally, she'll more than likely kill us.
She'll probably kill us, yeah, and feed us to her children.
But not if
Children.
we threaten to break the mirror. It's the infinite loop. We can just threaten to break the mirror and release the devil at any time.
Do we
It's
even know
perfect.
if we
You-
can break the mirror? I mean, that thing is ancient.
Should we try?
I mean, not
Are
right
you
now. We're just
kidding
gonna.
me?
He's gonna kill us all.
Should we
Okay,
try? He just drops it on the ground.
All right. How about this? We go along with it. We try to get close to this dragon. Maybe get another job or two. You know, we work pretty well together.
I don't like you.
What? Why
Let's
would you
give
say
him,
something like that?
Shadowbane
let's
sort of
give him the
nudges you
mirror.
for some
let's
We've
give
known
him the
each other
mirror,
for
take our
years.
gold, and
Ashdoxa
leave.
looks at Shadowbane and she's like, shh, no.
He
Wait.
whimpers a little.
I know, just wait.
Let's just get our payment and get out of here.
What if, hear me out, the mirror's tied to your wyvern, right?
Correct.
What if you flew out with the mirror, you led them away, and threatened to break it on the rocks? And we'll get the gold, and we'll get out of the way, and we get the mirror too. You get away too.
How do I get away?
I mean, one of those baby ones
That's up to
nearly
you to
melted you
figure
in
out.
half.
But if they're all chasing me, how am I supposed to get away? We just
You're a
flew for a whole
genius.
day. I'm scared. Like, I don't think we could. I don't know. They're fast. These
You have had your
things.
time. You have had enough. What is your plan?
Yep. We would like to meet your mother, please. Or I would.
Boy.
Yeah,
Wish
let's.
to deliver it
Yeah,
personally.
he's looking for a little affection. He's a little starved for it.
Very
We need-
well.
We need.
This
a
will be
larger
interesting. Come,
Oh boy.
mount your weaker dragons. and
Oh,
follow.
screw
We
you.
are quite tired. We need to get some water.
He
Maybe a
starts
snack.
flapping his wings and flying.
All right, we'll catch up, I guess. Right behind
Yeah.
you. Yep.
Does he leave the treasure chest though?
He does not, as you watch as the
Ah,
worms
damn it.
grab the chest in their
No,
mouths
no, we gotta go.
and start flying above.
Well, the sharks, so you're just not gonna let your gold get away now, are you?
And as a final note, do
This
you actually follow behind the black
all your
dragons as they
fault.
fly away?
Absolutely, they might have relics of knowledge.
Yeah, for sure.
Alright.
Ashdoxa
case-
reluctantly follows, but only because she wants to see if the two in front of her get eaten or killed first.
Okay. In that case, we will end the one shot there. As you
Sweet.
follow
Yay!
behind
Yay!
the black dragons to meet with their mother.
We pretty much failed, but gloriously.
I hope you all
Yeah,
had
that
a
was
fun, good time.
that was impressive. That persuasion check was the most impressive.
That
part
was
of this.
so. You
Quite,
guys did not have
quite.
the best rolls, I will say. That was interesting.
You don't say. I
Yeah.
almost
I
died.
say
Wow.
Boundary has it out for me.
Gale got screwed a bit there. But,
Alright, thank you guys so much for watching this evening. We might be back with more of this content later, so if you like it,
Yeah.
feel free to leave us some notes. Let us know what you liked, let us know what you didn't like. We want to hear more from you guys. If you want to see more of this content, you can feel free to join my Discord, or Sasta Blizzard's Discord, or Draco's
Yeah.
Discord, and let us know more about how you enjoyed this adventure. But until next time, my friends, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!
Melt them with fire.
Bye. Melt them with fire. Yes, of course, of course.
Thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know if you like or don't like this new experimental form of content. Let me know if you want to see more, or you're not really into it. I had a lot of fun playing it, as did the other players, so I do hope we can make something out of this. Till next we meet, fellow traveller. Have a good day.